How's it going, Matt? W. How's it going, Chunky Ninja? The date has changed, returning to the title screen. $60 Ho-Oh packs later, still no Crobat? Dang, man. Talk about unlucky. What are we hunting today? I don't think we need anything. I honestly should have made a wish list of Pokemon cards we need, but I think we have everything for the most part. Now, we are missing the Gyarados if we do want to make do with a Gyarados deck. Yeah, we just don't have the shiny Gyarados, but I think, yeah, it says the Gyarados is on... Oh, that's not it. Yeah, I wonder where we get the Gyarados. Where do we get the Gyarados? I gotta put you out, buddy. Alright, let's focus up. You got Ho-Oh twice. Need one more Lugia. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna be opening. I don't think we're gonna be opening up packs today, to be honest. Because every deck that we want to make, we can actually play. And I think this is gonna be our deck list for the day right here. We got Pichu plus Dragonite EX. We got Ho-Oh with Lugia and Moltres. And we got Crobat with Nihilego. I think I'm going to start off with Crobat, just because Crobat seems like the easier option. $16 hours until shop reset, so maybe once the shop resets, then we'll buy some Pokemon stuff. Maybe open up a lot more packs, but we already have everything we need, right? I think everything else we're going to try and just get from the Wonder Trades and hopefully get lucky there. We got Elemental Switch. We got double Lugia. We got the double Dawn Fan. Alright, so let's see what all the news is about. I think this is the ranked season starting, right? Ranked match A4 underway. When does it end? 25th. We got the Lugia, we got the Schmeargle. What about the themed collection? We're missing quite a bit here. Lake of Rage. Gyarados from the Lugia pack. So yeah, we're looking for the Gyarados. We're looking for the Gyarados. And then this Octillery is also from the Lugia. Yeah, so we're just going to be opening up Lugia packs. Trying to finish up the themed collection. And I think that's it. Alright, Ultra Ball rank 4 is what we're starting off at. Dang, the top 1,000 one looks actually really nice to blend in with this. Color-wise, you know? Alright, let's make some Crobat. Check the ladder. No, it's gonna make me wait. I am a little sad though, not gonna lie. I think I was like 10 points off from top 10,000 on this season, and same thing with this one. I got to 1670. Apparently that was top 1,000, 1680. We're always like short because we just don't play enough. We just do not play. Alright, Season A4. We're going to put Mac Cargo away. So let's try and get all the decks made, and then we're just going to speed run through all of them, I think, right? Let's take like 10 minutes making all the decks and just get it out of the way. The Mac Cargo, I'm not going to give up on it. I think we do come back and try it out. I think I'm going to be deleting this old Umbreon deck. And I think I'm keeping the Soul Valley. I'll get rid of the... Oh man, I need a water deck, right? If I'm doing solo missions. I'm going to get rid of the Max Leafeon, whatever. Alright, so we got 16 out of 20. We can make a couple of decks right now. Sounds like I need to play more. I do. But I just don't have the ample time to do so. If I could play Pokemon all day, every day, and focus on just climbing the ladder, we could be... I'm confident to say we could be top 10,000 every season, but us trying out new decks and whatnot doesn't really help a whole lot, you know what I mean? So we're trying to do a little bit of both. Alright, so we're going to try... It's Crobat and Nihilego, yeah? Now, I think this deck is going to be good. So, because I think it's going to be good, we're going to start off the day with it. So, it's going to be running double Nihilego, double Crobat EX. Zubat. And Rare Candy. And we have space for 3 more Pokemon slots. Now, should I add in an Eevee? Like one Eevee, one Sylveon? Should I be doing that? Apparently, Dragonite is really good. We have Dragonite on our list as well. I don't know what Dragonite deck we're going to try out, but I have Pichu plus Dragonite EX plus the Elemental Switch and Lyra added, with maybe one base Dragonite as well, just in case we go up against like an Oricorio, you know? So we do have some options on what we can try out. Crobat EX is the GOAT. Oh yeah, I do need Golbat, I think. Alright, we got all the thing. 2 Nihilegos, 2 Zubats. What are we throwing in for the last 2? I could get rid of Silver, to be honest. I kind of want to add in an Eevee and a Sylveon, to be fair with you. I think 1 Eevee, 1 Sylveon seems good. Or is that bad? Eevee, find a friend. No, I think Umbreon might be too heavy. Alright, let me go ahead and add everything here. And then I'll show off the deck list and you guys can chime in and see if you think it's good or not. It's Crobat, Nihilego, Crobat EX. Alright, so this is the deck list. Sylveon EX. Zubat, Golbat, double Nihilego, double Crobat, 1 EV, a red card, rare candies, Pokeballs, 2 research, Sabrina Cyrus combo, the Guzma, and a silver. Yeah, Lyra's the Pokemon name trader. I've done that, Tater. If you look on our YouTube channel, we've uploaded a Skarmory EX deck already. It was a quad Skarmory. We uploaded it yesterday. It's double Skarmory EX with 2 Rocky Helmets, 2 Steel Aprons. I can go further into the Eevee idea and add another Sylveon EX plus 1 Umbreon EX. Also, you don't have a strong finisher. I think the strong finisher is basically the Crobats, because Crobat can't get killed in one shot, right? 170 damage is quite a bit. Unless it's going to be a Charizard coming against us with a red in hand. I don't think we just technically need a super strong ultimate finisher, because Umbreon wouldn't be that strong finisher. How's it going, Elliot? Can switch Lyra to Sabrina? You mean switch Sabrina to Lyra? We don't want to add Lyra in the deck. It takes 1 energy to retreat off Pokemon, so it's fine. Umbreon isn't a strong finisher, but it pulls back whatever Crobat doesn't kill. Yeah, but we do have Cyrus for that. And I'd have to sacrifice card draw on Sylveon to do it. Because the bench, think about like what the field's going to be looking like. The field ideally should be double Nihilego. It should be double Nihilego for the ultimate. Oh, we don't even have any Barb. Dang, no Poison Barb. Technically, I don't think we need the Poison Barb because we're able to inflict it with just 1 attack. So I think that's okay if we don't have it. But it should be double Nihilego on the field with a Crobat and then like an Eevee Sylveon for that card draw, I suppose. And depending on how the deck we're going up against looks, I can just put Nihilego in the front to die if I need to. That, or I could get like add a Darkrai in the deck. I'm not sure. All right, we'll see. Well, we're gonna test it anyways. So that's 1 deck made. Let's try and make another deck now. The only thing you don't like about this deck is that going second against Fanafy is very rough. Yeah, we played Fanafy yesterday, and we ran up against a couple of Zubats and stuff. We kind of steam rolled through them. It was fun. Fanafy and Donphan was a lot of fun yesterday. All right. I'm also thinking we could add a giant cape in that deck with Crobat. I don't know. What do you guys think? It takes Crobat from 170 to 190. We get out of Charizard Stoke one-shot range of Red and Charizard Steam Artillery. He's only doing 170. We're at 190. And the only other Pokemon that can do 190 damage to us is going to be Charizard Genetic Apex, which I have not been seeing quite a bit, but maybe it comes back with Ho-Oh. Who knows? Probably not, because we have Moltres. So I think we'd be fine. All right, so this deck idea is going to be Dragonite. All right, let's get it over with. Let's get it over with. This is going to be Dragonite. So we're going to run Pichu. I don't know how many Pichus we want to run. It might be double Pichu. And we're going to run Dratini. Probably the max HP one. And then we're gonna run Dragonair. And then we're gonna run Dragonite. Dragonite, Giga Impact. I think, how many EXs should we run? 2 of the EX variants and then 1 of the non-EX? Is that how it should be? We're gonna have to take out some of these cards here. Like silver is gonna have to go. Alright, so we have Pichu, Dratini, 4 basics, 1 stage 1, 2 stage 2s, or 3 stage 2s, 2 EXs, 1 basic, just in case we go up against a Oricorio. But I'm starting to wonder, do we need the base Dragonite if we're going up against an Oricorio? Because we do have Dragonair. We have Dragonair, and I could easily just attack for 80. That's one-shotting. That's one-shotting the that's one-shotting the Oricorio. And then we have, yeah, because we need Elemental Switch in this deck, I think. No? Move this from one of the benched Pokemon. Because if I want to Lyra out of a Dragonite and then build another Dragonite in the back or something, I want to be able to swap. So we need an Elemental Switch here. I could take out Sabrina. Yeah, I think... No, I'm going to take out Dragonite. So we got 1 Elemental Switch. Let me go ahead and make this deck. And we're going to see what looks good, what looks bad. I think we're going to take out base Dragonite. I think base Dragonite is too much now because we have Dragonair. So Dragonite, Pichu, Elemental Switch. Dragonite EX plus Pichu. How's it going, Maddie? Is Guzma needed? Maybe not. Maybe Guzma isn't needed. We don't care about Rocky Helmet, Barb. We don't care about leftovers to remove. Guzma will only be good, really, I think, maybe for like Dark Pendant. Because we don't want to remove cards from our hand. Maybe Elemental Switch. Alright, so what do we think? Double Pichu, double Dratini, 1 Dragonair, double Dragonite EX, red card, rare candy, double Pokeball research, double Lyra. I don't know why we have double... Okay, yeah, double Lyra. We don't need Lyra at all. If we're adding Lyra, we would add Leaf. Because Lyra is the same thing as a Leaf in this deck because all the Pokemon have less than 2 retreat cost. If we had a Pokemon that had 3 retreat cost, Lyra is better than Leaf. But we don't need Lyra. Leaf, double Leaf would be way better if we wanted to retreat off of one of our Pokemon. Lyra is necessary for switching? No, but you're not understanding. Listen. Lyra says, switch your active Pokemon that has damage on it with one of your benched Pokemon. Lyra doesn't count as a retreat. Wait. Huh. But how would you play that, though? Wait. I learned something new. Lyra doesn't count as a retreat. You think you've seen a stream and it does count as a retreat? No, we're not going to be opening packs today, Sound Show. We opened up like 160, 70 packs yesterday or something. We got all the cards we need. I think I forgot to change the title, but we got all the cards we need to make all the decks that we want. We're just missing Gyarados, Shuckle, and a Kingdra EX. But we're not going to be playing Kingdra. We're going to be playing some Ho-Oh, Lugia, Crobat, Dragonite today. It doesn't count. It works like Celesteela and Buzz. Now, since we know that, if it does work like that, does that make sense to go in this kind of... Oh, it does. I forgot what Dragonite does. During your next turn, this Pokemon cannot attack. So it does seem good in the deck. Because Dragonite, you can't attack on your next turn. So if you Lyra, switch from Dragonite, then you can swing back in with Dragonite by just putting one energy on like a Dratini and then switching back over. That seems better. And then you don't have to worry about having like, or finding like a fossil or something, you know, in your deck. So yeah, if that works, that works. Now, question, should we kick out something else for another elemental switch? Should we kick out one more thing for an elemental switch? Or do you think Sabrina Cyrus is good to keep? It's either we kick out Sabrina Cyrus or Guzma. One of those cards would go. Yeah, I thought the whole purpose of Lyra was going to be if you have 3-cost Pokemon that need retreating or 4-cost Pokemon that need retreating, then you want a Lyra, you know? You want to use Lyra. Or if you are in the front line and you have like a Snorlax and they fell asleep and you can't retreat with Leaf because you need to physically retreat off of them, then you got Lyra to force swap them out. Adding a couple more basics just to make sure the Mons have switched from Lyra. Ooh, we got Pichu. Free retreat cost. Guzma and Adamars? No. I mean, that could be good because once they kill one Dragonite, we put him down. Do you need Cyrus when Dragonite is doing 180 damage? Yeah, that seems true. The only one that's going to be really doing damage is going to be Dragonite. Yeah, no, that does seem right. Maybe no Cyrus needed. I can add Mars if you really think we add Mars here because we have EXs. That might be a lot of trainers. Mars, Sabrina, Guzma. Maybe an X speed. No, I think we're good on X speed. I'm just trying to think if I want to add an elemental switch, but I think one elemental switch might be good enough. No, we don't need Genetic Apex Dragonite because we have Dragonair that does 80 damage to a Oricorio and it one-shots them. So Dragonair is going to be our condition for that. Hell, even a Dratini should be able to take down a Oricorio if Dratini gets first hit. Sabrina better than Cyrus if you have high damage dealing cards. Sabrina because you can always swap off whatever their active is into maybe an EX on the back line and then one-shot that. No Cyrus because we'd probably one-shot any Pokemon and we don't need to bring them back, right? The only Pokemon who are living a Dragonite 180 damage, who is that? Venusaur. I'm not sure. Venusaur, maybe Crobat with Giant Cape. All right, I think this is fine. I'm just thinking if we want to add another elemental switch. Guz plus Cape. But then Guz can't one-shot us, and we'll be able to one-shot him back. So I think we'll be fine on the swing over. Even if he does try to run, whoever he puts in will just die, and then Guz still has to fight us and face us somehow. Oh, no, no, no. You guys are saying Cyrus, right? Why not Cyrus? Because, you know, Guz with the cape, other stage 2s with the cape. It's the whole reason why we have Guzma in the deck. We have Guzma. So Guz goes down, Crobat goes down. Literally the only Pokemon that can survive is Venusaur, because all the other stage 2s that have capes, we still have a Guzma for it. So it still defeats the whole purpose of Cyrus. We don't need Cyrus because we have Guzma. So we're going to keep this. We're going to take out... We're going to go just pure water energy, by the way, if that makes any sense. Oh, man. Should we go pure water? I think so, because we don't want to brick and have nothing but lightning 5 times in a row. I've had that before. I'm going to go pure water, because we have Pichu. It makes sense. The problem is I wanted to also add an Erida in the deck, and I forgot about that. So maybe later we'll try and find a way to do that. Let's make one more quick deck, and then we're going to hop into ranked mode, yeah? These games are for ranked. These games are for ranked. We already have Crobat EX ready and Dragonite EX ready. I want to make one more deck for ranked mode. And the theme is going to be Ho-Oh, Lugia, Moltres. Unless you think we don't need Moltres and I just go the baby Pokemon instead. But I want to add in Ho-Oh. Ho-Oh. We're going to add in our Lugia. Our coming soon art. We're going to add in Elemental Switch. So we can transfer anything. We're going to add in... Let me see. We have 15 slots remaining. Ho-Oh is a colorless Pokemon, right? Yeah. So it's going to be... Do we want to go... This is the question. Yeah, I could throw an Ilima. I could always return Lugia in case we start with Lugia. So having a very bad start, Ilima would be great in the front. Because then we can still just build Ho-Oh in the back, right? Lugia is tanking the damage, Ho-Oh is getting energy, and then boom, Ilima, Lugia, we're good to go. And if we don't start with them, we start with one of the baby Pokemon instead. I mean, actually, if we start with Ho-Oh in the front, we want Leaf too, right? Or Lyra. Maybe Leaf. Plus, after switching with Lugia, you can Ilima then too. Yeah, I'm trying to think, do we want to add the baby Pokemon or do we want to just add one single Moltres? The problem with Moltres is if I add Moltres and we land 3 tails, it's over. But if I baby Pokemon front and attack, we get 2 energy on Ho-Oh, which is enough to get the 3rd energy, 80 damage, and then we can swap over and go Lugia immediately on that next turn after. So we'll get guaranteed attack. Actually, no, baby Pokemon is better because if you're doing the math, Moltres needs to land 3 heads to be better than the baby Pokemon. Unless you're arguing and saying Moltres wouldn't die. Because if you're landing 2 heads with Moltres, 2 out of 3, and you're getting double energy, that's the same as the baby Pokemon, where if you attacked for no energy and put that bench energy on Ho-Oh, that's still 2 energy that you're getting on that same turn, right? So you get the same exact energy gain unless Moltres lands 3 heads. So it seems like the baby Pokemon is going to be better here in that situation. And we're gonna want to add double baby. I only have one full art Pichu, so I'm thinking I just add... Actually, you know what? Magmi might be better. Maybe adding one of each baby is better. I was thinking I only have one full art, so might as well just go 1 and 1. But because Lugia needs fire and lightning, I can technically just add fire without Ho-Oh and add lightning from Pichu and I'm good. Does that mean my bench energy should only be water, you think? Just pure water energy? And not try to run triple energy? Actually, it doesn't make sense to do pure water without Arida. Actually, I can still do it even without Arida. Then the Giratina was a card, Dialga, Arceus. Never saw the light of day. Babies are low-key broken. I'm gonna take Silver out of this deck. We have too many trainers right now, like way too many. Alright, I'm gonna kick out Cyrus from this deck as well, because Lugia is doing 180 damage. So same reason why for the Dragonite, we kick that out. If I go pure water, I want to add at least one Arida. And maybe I double up on the Leaf for the swap. We have one more spot remaining. 2 Magbies, 2 Pikachus. Double Magmi, dual type. No, I kind of like the Magmi and Pichu. Maybe a cape. Yeah, true. We're at 150. Should I double cape for consistency? Double cape means we're able to survive a genetic Apex Charizard attack and many other Pokemon who are doing 180. It's just kind of hard to find out unless we want to get rid of red card. Because I feel like we do want Sabrina, Arida, Guzma, Ilima. Leaf is for the Ho-Oh, Ilima is for the Lugia, but Leaf can also be for the Lugia as well. Arida for the heal if we're going pure water. We got double baby. We got elemental switch. Sabrina. I think I'll get rid of the red card and add in another giant cape. 2 bench Shaman makes the retreat cost free. Alright, so that's the deck. What if I don't get Ho-Oh? If we don't get Ho-Oh, this is why we're not running just one baby. Because if we try to run double Magby and go lightning and electric, not only does it make our Arida weaker because we're not getting guaranteed water, but if we don't get Ho-Oh, it's kind of also bad. If we somehow just get Magmi, Pichu, and Lugia, we're still able to clean up because we can just Magmi, Pikachu, and then water energy, and we're ready to attack for 180. The problem is we still need Ho-Oh at some point because Lugia says you discard a fire and a water energy and a lightning. You discard everything from this Pokemon, so that's why we need double elemental switch to try and bring that back somehow. We want to be attacking on Ho-Oh at some point to generate extra energy. Alright, so this is the Lugia Ho-Oh deck. I guess I didn't do Moltres because I actually thought about it. Moltres wouldn't really be super great, it seems. Alright, we ready to jump into some games? It's been about 30 minutes of deck creation. Dragonite, Pichu, Lugia, Ho-Oh, Crobat EX, and we got Magcargo on the side. I know that there's still a Beware deck. I might play Beware tomorrow, to be honest. Or if we have time today, we'll try out some Beware stuff. So let's hop in. Let's do some Crobat to start the day off with. I also kind of want to come back to Magcargo. I feel like the Magcargo games we had were extremely quick. It's like Wug Trio. They're extremely quick. Yeah, they're extremely quick. And it could give some easy wins. All right, so the deck list is updated on the right side of the screen for those of you who are on the horizontal stream. Crobat EX is on the field up top. This is the deck list. I wanted to try and maybe add like some capes to this deck as well, because I could technically get rid of silver and add cape. I don't know what you guys think. Silver is like just whatever. Oh, we don't even have Dark Pendant on the deck. Okay, maybe I should kick out silver. And red card and go Dark Pendant, right? Because that's technically really good. I don't even think I need to worry about red. Maybe just silver and red card and go Dark Pendant on the deck. We gotta have Dark Pendant, you know? I forgot all about that Pokemon tool. Dark Pendant is too good. Which pack is Magbian? I can check for you really quick. So if you want to find out, all you have to do is go in game, type the Pokemon name, even if you don't have it. Or I guess maybe if you don't have it, you won't be able to check unless you go to the pack list details. But it's in the Ho-Oh pack. Ho-Oh has the Magby. Alright, so silver's gone. And red card's gone. And we're gonna go back and go dark energy only. Alright, sorry that took so long. We do have the deck officially made now. We kicked out silver and we kicked out red card. Because Dark Pendant will give us value 100%. Silver, I could use it, and I don't have any supporters to get rid of. Red card might help them, then hurt us. At least Dark Pendant is good just to throw on, right? Alright, so without further ado, let's hop in. Let's start playing some games. Metal deck made already. We've made a metal deck. We've made... Hold on. So we've uploaded a Skarmory deck already. It's up on the YouTube channel. It's a quad Skarmory deck with just double base Skarmory, double Skarmory EX. That's already uploaded. Today, in like an hour from now, I think, we have a Umbreon deck going live. So it's going to be Umbreon with Dark Pendant and Darkrai. And the next couple of days, we have Donphan scheduled as well. If you guys are wondering, today we're going to be playing Crobat EX, Dragonite EX, and Ho-Oh and Lugia. That's going to be the main decks we try out today. We're just going to be trying to play a couple of games and getting some, at least like 5 wins average with each deck, just to get a feel so we can speed run through most of these decks and just try them out. We're not playing like a whole 20 something games. We're just going to try and play like maybe 8 games max, if anything. While we are in the matches, whenever I say something like, okay, we're going second, okay, we're going first, that means I'm focusing on the game. I'm still reading chat, but just not out loud. We're just trying to focus on the game, so when I do upload it to YouTube, YouTube won't be too confused and get distracted, or they won't be able to know what I'm reading because it's not a live stream on YouTube. It's just the actual gameplay. So just keep that in mind whenever I do say, all right, we're going first, all right, we're going second. It basically means I'm in YouTube recording mode. And I won't be reading chat out loud as much, but after the match, I will jump in and read chat. So, without further ado, we are going second. We got Eevee in the front against the Skarmory EX. Now, the good thing is, Skarmory EX has 2 energy needed to attack, and they do not have energy advantage. We have the energy advantage, which means we put energy, we find a friend, we're good to go. We already have Zubat in hand, and all we are looking for at this moment is a singular Crobat, and we're ready to jump in. We're just going to have to find out how much damage we can do against Skarmory, because Skarmory is a tanky Pokemon, alright? Especially with the new trainer card, Jasmine and Steel Apron. Very tanky. Let's go Dark Pendant. I'm going to double Zubat. I'm not going to double Nihilego, unfortunately, and then we're going to find a friend. Because we might want to swap between both Crobats, or Zubats, or, wow, Crobats. We might want to be swapping between both Crobats because of how tanky the Skarmory is going to end up being. Now, as long as we can find a singular Crobat, we're able to get the first hit in next turn, which will be very good for us. We just have to hope they don't try and red card, because this is our only Sylveon in the deck, and this is going to be good card draw for us. We need this. Nice. All right. Looking for a Crobat. Even if we don't find it, we still have a Sabrina just in case we want to slow down their tempo. Let's go draw 2. 1 Crobat. Come on. Ooh, I'd be a fool not to try and find the Crobat with Professors. After thinning my deck to a mere 7 cards remaining, we got a Professors here. We got to go all in. Nice. All right. Rare Candy. Crobat. We can level up the Golbat on the other one too, which means we don't need a Rare Candy. We just need 1 Crobat. Put the Nihilego down. Retreat, Crobat, 170 HP, and we have Dark Pendant on, ready to go. Let's swing in. 60 damage per turn, but once it attacks, it's going to be 40 damage per turn. And if they Jasmine, we're doing no damage per turn. But we do have the beauty of Nihilego. Oh, wait, no, we don't. Is this guy actually... He is. Dark Pendant. Mars is gone. Now we need, let me see. This says all status effects. Now we got Guzma. Now we're essentially good. And then we Venom Slash. This is definitely going to be our worst matchup. We missed out on 40 damage. He would technically be at 40 HP right now if it wasn't for the Steel Apron. So he's going to swing in again. We're going down to 30. We'll be able to do 50 damage plus the poison application. He's making us fight for this, guys. Dark Pendant, remove another card. Pokecenter Lady is gone. Another Crobat, which is perfect timing. Because we don't want to give him a +2 just yet. I could Sabrina and switch over and get the first hit on their Skarmory, which might be better. I'm trying to think if that actually is better. No matter what, we're going to retreat to the other Crobat, right? I think we have to at this stage. And then Crobat EX attacking this. We'll be doing 50 damage. But I could technically be doing 100 damage and inflicting. I'm going to go ahead and Sabrina this. And then we're going to go ahead and swing in again. Yeah, this might be one of our tough matchups to go up against. To be fair, Skarmory is very tanky, man. They've already used 1 Pokecenter Lady, 1 Potion, a Steel Apron, and a Jasmine. So far we're good. I wish we did have Dark Pendant. They removed the one in the back, which is perfectly fine, because we still have another Dark Pendant in the game. I don't know why they would have removed it now, since it doesn't really do anything. Alright, so we attack Skarmory. Skarmory dies. And then we what? Survive an attack from other Skarmory, and then we attack that Skarmory in the back. And then we die, and then we go with the other Crobat. We're doing 140 damage effectively. I think we can win this, to be honest. All I have to do is focus and not switch to my Nihilego. So let's just swing in again. I was thinking we go Nihilego, but sadly, Skarmory does kill us in 1. And then they would just need 1 more EX kill. And I don't want them to try and, like, Cyrus the EX after they kill the Nihilego. So at least this way we get 2 hits no matter what, right? I get to swing in with Crobat after they hit us, and then I get to swing in with the other Crobat. And if we can't kill them with 140 damage with the poison going off, then we're chalked, right? Now, they can definitely win if they steal Apron. That's what I'm worried about. I'm not really worried too much about Jasmine. I'm worried about the Steel Apron, because as long as we can inflict the poison and they can't heal it, then we're good to go, right? For the most part, I think. That's what I want to believe. $20 damage. And 20 more puts him at 70. Yeah, as long as he doesn't steal Apron, we win on this turn. He'll go down to 70 after he attacks, and he also can't find Poke Center Lady. Ah, he had Adaman. Alright, I think we've lost. The only thing I can do is go to my Sylveon and stall while the poison slowly eats away at him. Because if I go into my Crobat, I don't do enough damage. We're doing... Adaman reduces by 20, I think, right? So I'm doing 30 damage. Plus the poison, 50. He lives at 20. I'd have to stack this. As long as he doesn't have a Cyrus in hand. Or a Sabrina, then we should be able to win this. He'd live at 10 HP if I attacked on the other one. Nice, let's go. So that's one way to take down a tanky Skarmory. Make sure you have Guzma in the deck, get that Steel Apron off, and just sit back and stall, right? That was a close one. Dang, man, Skarmory is crazy good, dude. You know the crazy thing? When I made Skarmory deck, so this is the thing. For those watching, I made a Skarmory deck, and Skarmory's really good, don't get me wrong. But if you just run a single Oricorio, you lose. Like, they only had, it was an 18 trainer Skarmory for them with double Jasmine, double Adaman, Steel Apron, healing. It's good against most decks, but one single Oricorio gets you killed, which is why I opted to do 16 trainer Skarmory instead. With Jasmine, Steel Apron, and stuff, and more other Pokemon tools. So something to keep in mind. You think the supporters will make a bigger impact? Yeah, because I don't know what other Pokemon he had in his deck that could have helped him if he's going up against an Oricorio. I don't think Oricorio is out of the meta just yet. You still want to be cautious and be careful about that. He could just put one Magearna. True. Maybe he did have a Magearna in the deck. Lantern deck. No Lantern deck today. Lantern does look very interesting because you can combo Lantern with Will, but I think we're going to Lantern tomorrow. I'll write it down on my deck list just so I don't forget. Lantern EX plus Will supporter, because that sounds like a good deck idea. Alright, we're going second again here against an Nihilego Dark. Could be anything, but I think they're going to be running Crobat as well. Now, the good thing is we do go second, which means we get the energy advantage. We can find our Pokemon cards that we need. Bad news is they are going first and they get first energy advantage, or first evolution advantage. So if they are running like X-Speeds or Leaf, they can evolve into the Crobat if they found their Zubat this turn. Thankfully they didn't, and thankfully we did. So let's go ahead and Pokeball thin our deck. We got the Nihilego down. In our hand, and let's find a friend here. Nice, Sylveon. Dude, finding a friend into the Sylveon is so good. So now all we need to do is find one rare candy, and we are ready to swing in here. We got the Crobats. Let's hope we find rare candy. And then we'll just use the energy to retreat off this. 2 in the deck, 11. Rare candy. That's a feels bad. I'm so sorry, man. That was a quick one. That was a quick one. Crobat. They probably thought it was Umbreon or something, and the moment they saw Sylveon, they were like, yeah, I'm done. Alright? I'm done. Yeah, Metal Dex has some cool options now. Yeah, man. Skarmory with just ultimate healing, it's crazy to think about. It's funny. Because Skarmory just is a absolute tank of a machine. It is absolutely wild. But one little bird can deal with it. Essentially speaking. I mean, kinda, not really. You could stall long enough on an 18 trainer Skarmory deck until you find your win condition. But still. Alright, we're going second here. We got Zubat in the front this time. We do have rare candy. But it doesn't really matter too much. We have Golbat. I mean, I guess it does matter because we get to attack with Zubat. And then if we can find a Crobat, then we're able to start swinging in pretty strong here, right? Giratina is weak to dark, so that's going to be good for us. 2 hits and it's dead. Ooh, they're going to be able to get their Giratina online very quickly. Yeah, like dangerously quick. Good news is we found our Crobat as fast as possible, and as long as they do not try and... I'm hoping they put... Okay, so this is what I'm hoping for. I'm really hoping they put that Psychic Energy on the Eevee in the front. And they want to draw a card. Oh man, I don't think they're going to be drawing a card. I think they're going to be just trying to evolve their Froakie Greninja so they can start hitting my Crobat. Because then Giratina can technically one-shot us, right? We'll go down to 150 HP, and then we'll go down to 130 HP, and then Giratina kills us. Not good for us. Oh, they did put the energy. So that means Giratina goes up to double Psychic, and they're going to have to make a play and a decision on do they put the third Psychic on Giratina and give up that Psychic on Sylveon. Sabrina. I think I'm just going to rare candy Crobat and attack. And then I Sabrina later on. If I Sabrina now, they put in Froakie and I kill Froakie, but then they have to put someone else in, like a Sylveon, and I could kill Sylveon. Or they put in Greninja and I could attack Greninja. Either way, it would prevent the Giratina from getting that third... Oh no, they would be able to Broken Space Bellow next turn. This is a rough one, man. I think I just attack. Rare Candy. Crobat. We're not really getting the most luck right now, to be fair with you. So the way that we can win this is if we can find one more... We need to find a Professor's Research that gives me a Zubat and a Rare Candy, because then we can just swap to the other Crobat, and then we should be good. Pokeball. If it's a Zubat, I'll still take it. It's a Nihilego. Womp, womp, womp. So energy goes to Nihilego no matter what. I could theoretically... switch to Nihilego. And Sylveon takes 20. They'll be forced to swap. They go to Giratina, and if they don't have Cyrus in hand, then we're okay. Wouldn't really change much if I attacked anyways. I'm gonna take the small risk and then just do that and then turn. Realistically, I don't see a way we come out of this on top. They got their Greninja online pretty quick. They got their Greninja online pretty quick. Alright, I think, yeah, that's game. Because even if I do manage to somehow kill this Giratina with a Naya Lego, good luck trying to do that. They still have Greninja able to attack next turn, which will guarantee kill, so. Yeah, we found that other Zubat a little too later than we wanted to, but it's okay. 2-1. Some still quick games with this deck. I need that card to bring back my dead basic. No, we wouldn't have had enough time to actually build it, I don't think. That deck, some of the old meta, by the way, is still going to be very strong. Like Rampardos especially. I can see Rampardos still being good. I like Donphan, though. Where is the Will? Will. I don't think Will would be good in this deck, right? Will, we can play Will with some other decks though. Maybe Shiryu. Alright, we're going first. It'll be a good time to actually test out how going first feels on this deck or not. Going first usually isn't bad if you can find a rare candy and the Crobat. Right? I'd say it's arguably pretty good. So Dark Pendant. I'm going to go ahead and thin my hand and put one on the Zubat. I think I'm just going to put both Dark Pendants on both Zubats. Now this makes it very less appetizing for them to try and red card us because we don't really have any cards in hand. And at most he'd be giving us more cards, right? He'd be doing us a favor. Alright, research was the best thing we could have possibly top decked. Rare candy Crobat. Ah, not quite. I'll throw down the Eevee because I could Professors into a Sylveon, and I think that's going to be better than trying to find another Nihilego to put down. Alright, so good news is they're not able to evolve the front into a Sylveon and attack us. And they decided to swap for Greninja as the main damage dealer. I guess they're getting unlucky with their Giratina and whatever else. So if we can find the rare candy and the Crobat, this is going to look very good for us. Fitting our deck from 8 to 9. And we have Professors 8 to 6. Nice. That's going to be game, I think. Because now they're stuck in the front with their Greninja. Our game is messing up. Crobat, Energy on Nihilego, and Venom Slash. 20 damage. And if they attack, Dark Pendant goes off. They should start building the back. I'd build the back Eevee that has no damage done to it. Why would they build the Eevee that has damage on it? I guess because they want to sacrifice it and draw a card, but even if they try and do that, then it doesn't really matter, right? They still go down to no energy on the field. I would have sacrificed the Greninja. To each their own, I suppose, right? Honestly, I'm not even going to Cyrus. I'm just going to attack. Because it's not like Greninja can attack us anyways, and I don't want them to evolve and go into a Sylveon and be able to attack for 70. Let's get this out of the way right now. I'm pretty sure that's game. Second rare candy. They're going to try and win based off just water shurikens alone, it seems. They need a Sylveon this turn, or else they risk me killing Eevee and then using Cyrus next turn. I mean, if they focus their Water Shurikens on someone not the active Crobat, they technically might have a chance. They could have been killed my Eevee in the back, killed my Zubat in the back. They could have got up +2. Right? They could have gone up +2. Alright, let's kill the Eevee. And now we are ready to Cyrus, assuming they don't Mars us or anything, or red card. Giant Cape. The worst they can do right now is Mars. Red card wouldn't be too bad. Alright, that's it. Well played, I suppose, right? And we had the other Crobat ready to go. Alright, GG, man. Crobat is too good. Nice. Yeah, I like Nihilego in this deck because it increases the poison damage, and it's good against Pokemon like, say, Skarmory. We ran into a Skarmory, and our Crobat would not have been able to kill the Skarmory without Nihilego in the deck. So it's very good against that. You could also argue and say you could use Crobat against an Oricorio. You're tanky enough to survive an Oricorio attack, and you don't even need to use Nihilego to kill it. You just have to poison the Oricorio and then let the poison damage tick. So you have a lot of other options here. I like Nihilego. It doesn't immediately put you into a one-shot range like a red would usually do, but it's still very good. Technically, it is a red. No? You attack, you do 70. Nihilego on the field, you're doing 20 extra damage. That's theoretically a red. Just more turns you get off of it. Darkrai for Guzma? No. I think that'd be doing too much. Maybe you could get rid of Guzma, but Guzma saved us against Skarmory because I needed to remove that Steel Apron. If I go up against a Skarmory and they have Steel Apron, I literally just lose the game. I can't kill that Skarmory before it kills us. Guzma's too necessary, especially with new Pokemon tools being added. I guess you could argue and say I could get rid of Sylveon and add in, say, something else. Like Pokemon Com or Ionon replace, but I'm having a good time right now. This is working out. Alright, we're going second. And for the first time, I'm gonna enter in with Nihilego in the front. And then go Zubat in the back. Because we don't have a Crobat or we don't have a rare candy. So I'm a little afraid at the moment that we might possibly lose our Zubat. It's a good thing we did too against a type null with Giovanni. Turn 1, I don't want that to happen to us. We do have the energy advantage, so I'm okay with going Nihilego. If we didn't have energy advantage and we were going first, I'd probably put Zubat in. Just to make sure we can still Venomous Fang for 10. But this is going to be, I think, a good start. Actually, I guess Zubat second with double Nihilego is what? 40 damage turn 1? Stacks could have been stacking. At the risk of losing my Zubat. It's hard to tell what we would have gotten, to be quite honest with you. Because with the rise of fighting decks now, who knows if it was going to be Silvally. Donphan would technically one-shot our Zubat, and Donphan only needs 1 energy. So I still think I made the right call, going Nihilego. just to be on the safe side against that Dawn fan. So good thing if they try to evolve first. Nice. So the evolution's very good for us because they don't cleanse the poison that gets inflicted on them. Which is exactly what we wanted. I'm not even gonna try and bother evolving into the Crobat this turn in attack, because I could have technically swapped from Nihilego to the Crobat if we got the rare candy and the Crobat, which technically we did, so I could have theoretically done that. But I think just attacking with Nihilego here is still very strong, because then Crobat can be the finisher, right? $30 damage. They got Skull Fossil in the back. Poke Center Lady to heal. Ooh. Not gonna lie, we might end up losing this because of that Poke Center Lady and the rare candy Rampardos. Alright, so Guzma removes it, takes him down to 80. I think we're back in it. I think we're officially back in. Hit him for 70, he takes 20. Rampardos does get first swing, but I make him low enough that when he does attack us, he's dead. The only thing that can technically save us is if I find a Professor's Research with a rare candy. Yeah, because I don't want to risk a... So, we can play for the draw. I attack... Ooh, it'd be a risky draw too, because he would not have to find... If he finds a Skull Fossil or a basic Pokemon, he wins. So I have two options here. I attack, get him low enough, and if he attacks back, it's a draw, GG, and we all walk home. Or I swap to the Golbat and I attack. And if he attacks the Golbat and kills it, then I just kill Rampardos and I win. So it's either I'm playing for a win, I'm playing for a draw if he doesn't draw a basic Pokemon, or if he does draw a basic Pokemon, I'm playing for a lose. I'm going to take the risk, and I'm going to go Golbat. Oh, I'm not taking the risk. I'm assuming he has Cyrus in hand. I'm a coward. I'm a filthy coward, man. He has 3 cards in hand and he hasn't used a Professor's. I'm assuming it has to be a Cyrus in hand, right? Oh, he had the basic. I should have swapped to the Golbat. All right, we played for the loss. Feels bad, man. Wait, I would have still lost? Wait. Would I have? Because I'm doing 90. Oh, I'm only doing 90 damage. You're right. I'm only doing 90. No, yeah. I made the wrong decision. We needed to swap. Unless we were doing 100. Yeah, no, yeah, you're right. Okay. Small blunder. You're right. I did not do math. I thought we were doing 100. We were doing 90. Our other Nihilego died. And they could have just had a Lily as well. So yeah, I think swapping to the Golbat was definitely a smarter play. It's the only play I think we could have made. For sure he had Cyrus though, maybe. All right, we're going first here. We got Zubat and a rare candy with double professors. This is a phenomenal start right here, all right? This is a crazy start. Because going first means we have energy, we have evolution advantage. Yeah? Which means we're able to evolve a lot sooner. Now, part of me doesn't want a professors because I'm scared he might red card us. But we got to try and hunt down the Crobat as soon as possible. And using professors 2 times in a row would be very beautiful to do. Yeah, okay. Worth it. Now we have to hope he doesn't red card when we have 4 cards in hand. Ah, there goes the red card. You see? That's what I was afraid of, man. Oh, man, oh, man. But if I held on to it in my hand, then there's a chance I don't find the Crobat next turn, and I wanted to find the Crobat next turn. So it was a little bit of greed, a little bit of risk. Maybe they wouldn't have had red card in hand anyways. Who knows? Oh, and we did get the Crobat. I mean, our hand did get shuffled, so it doesn't really matter. It's okay. Let's go ahead and put the other Crobat down. I'm still going to attack with Venom Fang, because as long as they do not have a Leafeon in hand, they're not able to actually attack and do damage to us. So no Leafeon and we're good, right? Surely they don't get that lucky. 3 cards in hand. Flareon in the front, not bad. That gives us time to find a rare candy, and we got 2. Really? I mean, we only need 1 Crobat, I think, right? But I could just throw in Nihilego. Now, I'm going to go Zubat again. I'm confident in this. Main reason is because he already cleansed himself. At least this way I can still inflict. And he takes 30 per turn. Yeah, let's just swap to the other Zubat. And let's put energy on it. We're good to go. 30 at the end of my turn, 30 at the end of his turn, and then he needs to use or take 20 to take damage unless he has EV bag. I will say after this, I am going to have to put in Nihilego. Fire Spin. Beautiful thing is he only gets a +1. I'm okay with that. I'll put Nihilego in. He's taking 30. We got Golbat, which I think is not enough. He's taking 30 at the end of his turn, and then I'm doing 20. And if he wants to attack, he needs to EV bag to go up. Nah, dude. I think we chill here for a little bit. For 1 turn. Then I end turn. Ooh, I should have put Eevee in fact. Because then we're going to lose Nihilego. I should have swapped to Eevee. It's too risky if I try to attack with Golbat and bring him down to 10. Because if he has an Eevee bag in hand or another healing item, anything, potion, giant cape, then he technically lives. Yeah. At least this way I guarantee that, yes, he is going to kill my Nihilego, which I could have swapped to Eevee, which would have been better. But we do get a guaranteed first swing on any of these Pokemon in the back. And I think we're still doing 20 damage thanks to the 1 Nihilego we have. So we have exact lethal. So in hindsight, it didn't really matter letting the Nihilego die, but let's not neglect the fact that we did make a misplay and we needed to swap to the EV just to make sure we can do 30 damage per turn versus the 20. So we'll take it. Average cave experience. Get rid of one Zubat. Another one shows up. Alright, let's try and get 1 or 2 more good wins here, and then we're going to swap to a new deck. What a deck. I mean, he was getting a little unlucky on his evolutions, I guess, too, right? Fan off. It's getting kind of cold. All right, we got Zubat in the front. We're going second against another Eevee. Might be Eevee, Greninja, Giratina with the Psychic Energy. Either way, it's a good thing he's not getting energy advantage, because he'd be able to start doing a lot of damage to us, right? 70. Okay, it is. It is the Giratina. As long as they don't have Giratina this turn, this is beautiful, right? Because now he's going to have to decide, does he want to try and draw a card, or does he want to generate energy for his Giratina in the back? And as long as he doesn't red card us with 4 cards in hand, we have a Rare Candy Crobat ready to go, assuming he doesn't evolve here. There goes the Giratina. Like I said, he's got to make a decision. Does he want to generate energy on Giratina? Okay, he's going for the Broken Space. He's opting for the Broken Space. Let's go ahead and Rare Candy. Accelerate this as fast as we can. Because now all he has to do is generate energy one more time, and he's ready to swing in for 130. And as long as they don't find their Greninja, I think we'll be okay. But if they do find their Greninja, 2 swings on a Greninja technically kills us, right? If they don't find Greninja this turn, I think we win the game. But if they do find Greninja, then we are technically going to lose, because he'll take us to 150 and then 130, and then Giratina's ready. They didn't find it. Alright, they didn't find it. We're good. Right? Let's just keep attacking. Better than stalling and waiting until they get their Greninjas. Let's go. Now, we do have to hope they don't. They have 3 cards in hand. If it's a Rare Candy, Greninja, Red, they win the game. But as long as they don't have those 3 cards in hand, we should be fine. I say should be, but we still need to find a basic Pokemon of our own, or else we are dead. Alright. We get rid of one of their cards. Rare Candy. Nice. And we got a basic Pokemon as well. Also not bad. Let's Dark Pendant. Thin our hand as best as possible. Guzma, because why not? Thin our hand, just in case they try to red card us or something. Hit him with the 70 Venomous. Ooh, he dies if he attacks here with Giratina. He has to heal or swap. Okay, he's opting for the heal. That's bad if we don't find our Crobat. That 1 water energy helped him. Okay, we can even find a Golbat and we'll be fine too. Come on. Golbat or Crobat? Golbat or Crobat? It's a Nihilego. No. Wait, no, that's good. Because Nihilego makes him take more damage, 20, and I'm doing 20 because of the Dark Weakness. Technically, I'm doing Oh, wait, no, I didn't even do math. We're doing 30, and then he's taking 10, even if I didn't have Nihilego. We were going to win no matter what. We'll take it. All right, small little panic right there. It played out. It worked out. It worked out. Whew, man, close one. It was already enough. It was already enough. All right, let's get one more game in. Let's try and get one more win. We're 5-2 at the moment. Let's try and get one more, and then we'll swap. We have two other decks we're going to be trying out immediately after. We have Ho-Oh Lugia, and we have Pichu Dragonite. And then we'll show off the deck list for this. Yeah, we have one. We have a Ho-Oh Lugia deck made. We can play it after this if you want. I'm down. And then we'll do the Dragonite Pichu after. All right. We got Zubat. Ooh, this is against a Gallade, right? This is interesting. So we got Ralts in the front. They're weak to dark. Good for us. We have energy advantage, so we're doing 30 damage. We could theoretically kill this Ralts right now if we Professor's Research into double Nihilego. If we Professor's into a double Nihilego, I don't see it happening. Yeah, I was going to say, there's no way it's happening. We could have theoretically killed in one shot here. Now, the good thing is we can still end up killing this thing, I think. Energy, Nihilego anyways, Dark Pendant. We get to do 30 damage, plus at the end of my turn, they are taking 20. And if they end their turn and don't swap or evolve, they die. And then I have the other Ralts that's in the active spot, and I get to Crobat to attack it. And Gallade, unfortunately for him, is not going to be too great against us because we only have a single energy on Crobat. So the most they're doing is 70 damage. They'd have to hit Crobat 3 times in a row. Not a good matchup for the Gallade, unfortunately. But we'll take it, all right? He said he's out. $90 with the weakness? Oh yeah, 90 with the weakness, you're right. I forgot that we have fighting weakness on Crobat. All right, this is the Crobat EX deck. We just got done playing a couple of matches. We went 6-2 with it. It is running a double Zubat, one Crobat, or one Golbat, 2 Crobat, and 2 rare candy lineup. So a 2-1-2 with 2 rare candy, the usual with double Pokeball research. And we are running the new Eevee, which is Find a Friend. I've had some games where I was able to start with Eevee in the front, find a friend, and it helped me find the Sylveon. And because we found Sylveon, we had more card draw. And because of that, we were able to actually get our rare candy and our Crobat and just swap off the Sylveon for 1 energy and attack with Crobat for 1 energy. Very good, very fast paced. On top of the new Crobat EX being able to inflict poison to the enemy, we are running double Nihilego. It's good against Pokemon like, say, Oricorio, where you're not able to do damage against them. Or it's good against Skarmory, and Skarmory is a very tanky Pokemon. Except if they do have Steel Apron, you want to make sure you're running Guzma in the deck to remove that because you can't inflict statuses to Skarmory EX. It's an extremely tanky Pokemon, probably our worst matchup, I'd argue, but everything else was pretty clean. Dark Pendant in the deck, we opted for a double over a silver and a red card, mainly because if I ended up playing silver and they didn't have a supporter in the hand, it would have felt like a wasted card. And red card sometimes can help the enemy more than hurt them. Dark Pendant, however, whenever they are attacking you, they're losing a card off of their hand. It's always going to be good value there, and since we're playing a dark deck, I might as well go Dark Pendant. And then we have Sabrina Cyrus combo, same bread and butter as usual. That is the Crobat deck, our first iteration that we've made for day 2 of the Wisdom of Sea and Sky expansion. Let me know what you guys think. I guess I'll throw in, hold on. I'll throw this in the video as well. If you do want to swap out any kind of card here, I would probably say if you want to get risky, take out the Eevee evolution line because they're technically there just for card draw anyways. And you could possibly run like a Darkrai in the deck if you really want like another heavy hitter and still extra 20 damage. Your back line could be double Nihilego, one Crobat in the front, and then a Darkrai. Then you're just constantly putting energy on Darkrai, 20 energy or 20 damage with the 70 damage from your Crobat, and then the 30 damage from the poison every turn. You could technically do that. I thought it might be a little bit too much because I could just build another Crobat and go double Nihilego, double Crobat if I don't find the Eevee early on or anything like that. This is the first iteration. It worked for me on this one. Maybe I'll try different iterations out in the future. All right. What if I put a Barb in there? The reason why I didn't want to throw Barb in there is because Zubat gets to inflict it anyways. Crobat inflicts it. Golbat inflicts it. All the attacks just inflict it. So I was like, we probably don't need it. I think Dark Pendant would be more punishing to the enemy versus a Barb anyways. Alright, so you guys wanted to see the Lugia Ho-Oh next, right? So this is the Lugia Ho-Oh deck. Lugia EX plus Ho-Oh EX. We got the coming soon art. So we have double Ho-Oh, Magby, Pichu, double Lugia with Elemental Switch, double Pokeball, double Giant Cape, especially to keep our Lugias alive and our Ho-Ohs alive at 150. A lot of Pokemon could do 150 damage, and it could also be good for the baby Pokemon, so consistency there. Double Research, a Sabrina, because I think it might be good. Might slow their tempo down or something. I don't know. Sabrina. We have one Erida because we're running water energy only. Double Leaf in case we want to swap off the Lugia or the Ho-Oh. But we also have Ilima to get off of the Lugia. So if I do have Lugia in the front and I couldn't find my baby Pokemon, I can still just put energy on Ho-Oh in the back. And then Ilima whenever I need to. And then boom, we're still able to just put Lugia back down on the bench. Ho-Oh's in the front. And we're able to ramp up. It's like the game just started. So very good use case there. And then we have Guzma. For Guzma stuff. And the reason why we're running double of these is because if I don't find the Ho-Oh, I can still Magby Pikachu or Pichu and then still able to attack with Lugia versus just double Pichu or double Magby. The 2 energy is very good. Ilima doesn't work on Ho-Oh, but it would work on Lugia because Lugia is a colorless Pokemon. And I want a double Leaf here, mainly just to have the consistencies on trying to get a Pokemon switch in case we don't start with an optimal start. Because if we're starting with Ho-Oh or Lugia in the front, it's you're bricking, right? That's the brick. And we have 4 basic Pokemon that'll make us brick, and we need the other 2. It's 4 out of 6. So not good odds to start with Magby and Pikachu, or Pichu. Oh wait, how do we deal with Oricorio? Wait, Oricorio does kill us. I guess you could technically try and hope that they don't have Oricorio and then Sabrina off the Oricorio. Yeah, I didn't really think about Oricorio, to be fair with you. Put a Druddigon in. So you think maybe I should get rid of, say, Sabrina and put 1 single Drud? And then that would solve the Oricorio problem, then we should be fine. I like how every deck we make, we have to always think, what about Oricorio? You know? Or get rid of Ilima. Well, the reason why I wanted to get rid of... Not get rid of Ilima is because if we do start with I know it's only specific for Lugia, which sucks, but if we start with Lugia, Lugia can technically tank for us. And then I can bring it back and it'll still be full HP, so I can utilize that as a bullet sponge without them needing to Cyrus and bring it back. There are plenty of colorless options. Yeah, but Dredagon might make the most sense in this deck because it has 100 HP. And you can still elemental switch, I think. If I start with Lugia, you have Leaf anyways. Yeah, but if I start with Lugia and I have Ho-Oh in the back, and those are the only Pokemon we have, I don't want to Leaf into Ho-Oh because I'm not going to be able to build him with 3 energy quick enough. I'd want to be building Ho-Oh in the back, keep Lugia in the front, and then eventually I Lima to restore my Lugia's HP. It forces Ho-Oh to go in the front. I get energy, no one's taking damage on the field, and then I can start swinging in for 80 while building energy. And I don't have to worry about them Cyrusing, killing the Lugia because I decided to not Leaf, or I Leafed and my Ho-Oh ends up dying, and then they only need 1 more kill, and then they win the game, right? That's why Lima is a good idea. Fight fire with fire? I mean, I could throw an Oricorio in here too, right? Say screw it. Oricorio it is. Whew, I'm not confident about this deck, I'll be honest right now. I think I'm gonna run just 1 random game. Ah, who am I kidding? Let's go ranked mode. Ah, whatever. Let me update the deck list. I feel like this deck, right now, there's some questionable stuff going on. Yeah, it definitely feels questionable. If I'm running Dread, you want double Magby instead of Pichu then? I'm going first. I could take one of the elemental switches and keep the Sabrina. Maybe. I felt like we'd want the elemental switch as desperately as possible, right? Alright, so technically this is all working out, right? They get energy advantage, but I don't think they're able to actually Giovanni, so I don't think I need a giant cape just yet. I could technically just giant cape the Lugia, and then I can attack. Oh wait, no, I should have giant caped. What am I doing? I forgot. I forgot we're not going to have the energy on Ho-Oh until after. Alright, it's a good thing I jumped into a public match and not a ranked mode. I forget that I'm not able to switch over to Ho-Oh next turn. I need to wait 1 more turn, right? I'm thinking we swap this turn and Pichu lives. No. So Giant Cape would go to Pichu, put him to 50. I can survive 2 hits from a Skitty. And then I go to Ho-Oh. I think I'm slowly understanding, though. Yeah, I'm slowly understanding. Alright, Ho-Oh. And then Pichu dies, they need 1 more EX, but then Ho-Oh gets to generate energy for both Lugias. And they're going all in on that Celebi. Yeah, the baby Pokemon do not need energy to attack, no. And they don't have any weaknesses or retreat cost, which is why it has 30 HP and why it's so weak. Lugia is all set up with all the energy. The problem is I am not able... Like, I don't think you swing in with Lugia immediately. You just keep going with Ho-Oh. If I'm not mistaken, right? The problem is if he lands... Oh, man. This is very awkward for me, chat. This is definitely very awkward. I should have put energy on the 170 because now he needs 3 heads, not 4. Yeah, this... I'm so glad I tested this deck before I did ranked. The thing that makes it iffy with this deck is 1-2 instead of 1-2. They get 5 flips. They need 3 out of 5. They did not get 3 out of 5. Feels bad. Well, say goodnight. In this situation, by the way, I wouldn't be switching from Ho-Oh, or rather, I wouldn't be losing the energy. I would be leafing off to keep the energy. I mean, that kind of worked out. I played it so poorly, but this is like a very different deck than what I'm used to. So let's hop into ranked mode and let's get some games going with this, yeah? Let's do it. This will be the first official game. First official game here. And we're going first. So the beautiful thing about going first is it doesn't matter who we throw in. I will go Lugia. Dang, that Druddigon could have been a Pichu. I'm starting to think maybe we don't even throw Druddigon in and say if they run Oricorio, then we're screwed anyways. It's okay. All right, we're going first. We got Lugia in the front. Pichu, Arceus in the back. Pokeball. This might be a baby Pokemon. It's a Ho-Oh. All right, so we got Ho-Oh in the back. And we got double Giant Cape. I want to thin my hand, to be honest with you, so I'm probably just going to Giant Cape the Ho-Oh. And then I'm going to chill. I don't know if I want to put the Druddigon down just yet, because we could end up getting a Leaf and something else next turn. So I put Lugia in the front, because whenever Lugia takes damage, as long as he doesn't die, we can Ilima and switch over to Ho-Oh, and then generate energy for Lugia, and we'll be fine, and we'll be set. That's the idea right now, right? All we need is a little bit of damage and just a Ilima, and we're ready. Arceus, I believe, does 130 max, so as long as they're not doing 130 plus red, we'll live, and then we can Ilima if we can find it. So sometimes having a bad start with Lugia might not be the end of the world. And we have 13 cards left, so we just got to believe in Heart of the Cards of us finding it. We really got to believe in Heart of the Cards. We really do. I'm gonna Giant Cape, because I'm afraid that they might actually do it. They might have red, who knows? This is scary, not gonna lie. I am gonna Drud. I'm gonna enter. Because if they Sabrina, then well, at least they can take the Drud. We have 12 cards remaining. Even if he does kill our Lugia, we can still swing in with Ho-Oh. So worst case scenario, he kills Lugia, goes up +2. I'll be ready to swing in with Ho-Oh, doing 80 damage per turn, which means I can two-shot the Arceus. And as long as he doesn't have Cyrus in the hand to bring my Ho-Oh back, we'll be fine. Not good. Not good. Maybe I should have put double Ilima in the deck. Or is that overkill? I mean, we have double Ilima, double Leaf, and we couldn't find a single one. There is the Oricorio. This is a scary deck we're going up against. This is why we put at least one Drudagon in the deck, because if we don't have Drud, we don't kill the Oricorio. But the thing is, I won't be able to generate fire energy for Drudagon. No, I can. I guess Ho-Oh. I guess I'm gonna Ho-Oh and Drudagon. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. There goes our Leaf. Too little, too late. All right, attack for 80. Spread it out like that, why not? So now if they retreat and go into RC, or I mean, even if they retreat, I think we still lose. Drudagon has 100. Yeah, their best play is just retreat, go Oricorio, and then that's checkmate. If they attack, they're trolling, dude. Bro. I'm really hoping they have a Cyrus then. Because they could have won by going Oricorio. It would force me to go Drudagon, and by the time I kill with Drud, they can do enough damage on Arceus to kill us back. And then they win, because they only need one more. So I'm really hoping they have a Cyrus and I don't win the game, because they definitely should have won this game if that was a blunder on their part. Alright, 90 damage. Arceus is down. None of their Pokemon currently on the field can do 100 damage, but we can kill them in one shot. So, moment of truth. Do they have a Cyrus? Yeah, they had Cyrus. Well played. But I still think they made a wrong decision, because we could have just used, say, a silver to get rid of it if we had one, red card, anything like that. We don't have any hand disruption in this deck, but you always want to play around it, you know what I mean? Because they had like 5 cards in hand. Ooh. Okay, that's 2 games worth. I don't think 2 games is enough to classify if this deck is... Let's hop in. I don't think we need hand disruption. Let's do another one. Let's keep going. We're 0-1 with the deck so far for ranked. Yeah, I think Celestic Talent Elder is going to be overkill, which is why I don't want to add it. I'm gonna start. Doesn't matter who we really start with. We're going second. They're not gonna hit our Lugia, and we have a Leaf to get off the front. So if this Pokeball turns into a baby Pokemon, depending on which baby Pokemon it is will determine what... I mean, I guess, actually... I guess it has to be Magby. Yeah, I think if we have Drudagon in the deck, maybe I do just go pure Magby. Because then we can guarantee put Fire Energy on Drudagon. We'll be set up-ish. We got Ho-Oh. Never mind. We're going to put all energy to Ho-Oh. So it won't matter who we have now. Magby. Ho-Oh. Let's leaf out and go Magby. And then we're going to put energy on Ho-Oh. Toasty Toss. We're good to go. All right, they're looking. They're looking. I think we're fine. Even if they rare candy and evolve, I'm doing 80 damage. They kill my Ho-Oh if I don't find a giant cape. And then I can Lugia and attack for 180. They go down and they die. But them not finding the rare candy technically means they've auto-lost this game. Because now all we got to do is just retreat, go to Ho-Oh, and build energy on Lugia, and we are done. Ho-Oh picks up my +1, and Lugia can one-shot a Charizard. So far, not bad. It still is kind of questionable if I keep this Drudagon in the deck. It's just only specifically for the Oricorio. I feel like having at least one non-EX is always good, right? Ooh, they're going Eevee. They can't evolve it, though. If they evolve, Lugia picks up the final kill. Alright, let's go ahead and Professors. I don't really see us losing this, to be fair with you. I was going to say finding a giant cape would have been nice, just to guarantee it and solidify it. Guess I'll keep building energy on Lugia and attack here. Because Lugia doesn't extinguish all of its HP, just a single one. So extra lightning, extra fire is still good, right? Having 2 of each means we get to attack for 180 twice in a row in case they somehow find a giant cape, rare candy, Charizard, and they survive 1 hit. There goes the rare candy. Charizard. Do they have a giant cape is the question. Mars does us nothing. Ooh, never mind. Mars helped us. Because if they did have a giant cape and it had a chance to survive somehow this turn, our giant cape means that we just don't die. Always better to keep 1 water energy on the Ho-Oh just in case you wanted to heal it. And then 180 damage, we're good to go. Charizard being taken down by the new art coming soon. The ultimate Pokemon in the game. MVP. Do you still drop in rank before Master Ball, or do they change it? I'm not sure. We haven't D-ranked yet. And hopefully we don't D-rank to find out. I'd like to just keep ranking up and get Masters. Hopefully today. I don't really have much time to play ranked mode this season. Would I rather Mr. Mime EX, Caterpie EX, or Slowpokes for the next set? Caterpie EX? Am I being trolled? Alright, we're going second, and we got the double baby Pokemon. Which I don't know if we want to put down both baby Pokemon. Theoretically, I could have 1 Ho-Oh, 1 Lugia, and then I'm set. That's all we really need. It would be nice to save one spot in the back line for another Lugia, I think, right? Double Lugia. Actually, I don't think it matters. I can just Ho-Oh the same Lugia twice and we get to attack twice with it. So it's kind of like the same thing, but putting us in a dangerous spot. I'm going to keep this because I'm afraid they're going to try and red card turn 1 if I have 4 cards in hand. So this is perfectly fine. This whole deck is new to me, so we're still understanding and trying to figure out how we want to pivot and pilot this. Rocky Helmet doesn't do us anything, or doesn't do them anything, because we're not attacking until we get Ho-Oh ready. Okay, no Darkrai is good for us. Please be a Ho-Oh or a Lugia. Let's go. I'll take a Lugia as well. Having double of each means we don't even need to find what's his face. So I'm gonna Giant Cape. I'm gonna hold on to my hand because I don't know if I want a Giant Cape again on the other Pichu just yet. Toasty Toss puts fire energy, and all I gotta do is go to Pichu and I get the lightning energy and we are ready to go. So this is why having Pichu and Magby versus just double Pichu or double Magby is good, because you get a guaranteed fire and lightning if you're running solo water energy. And then you're able to attack for 180 and you're good to go. And as long as Giratina stays in the front. Oh my, and he's Broken Space Bellowing again. So he's going to have to retreat off with a leaf or something because he's not finding anything at the moment. We got our second Lugia. We're going to retreat for free. Go to the Pichu. I think I'm just going to double up energy here. To be fair with you, Crackly Toss. Not the greatest way to do it, to be honest, because we have one lightning, double water. It's really not looking too good for that. We're only able to attack one time, but again, he's going to need to leaf or retreat, and whoever he puts in will get killed by Lugia. Ideally, we should have found a Ho-Oh by now, but technically this can still work if they're bricking. Takes a little bit longer, I think, to set all the energy up. So we're doing it like one at a time. All right, they got their Pokeball. They got their Darkrai. If they don't have Leaf, they got to put Dark Energy on Giratina, lose both of the Dark Energy, and then Broken Space Bellow to go back up to 3 Psychic Energy. There's no way he stays in the front, right? You're not crazy enough to stay in the front, right? What is he doing? Red card? Ending turn? Do you not see Lugia is able to attack? I'm so lost right now. Yeah, I'm gonna switch into Lugia and attack. Yeah, we're gonna Professor's Research and find more cards. Ooh, Guzma next turn would be good. I think he's planning on killing. I don't see him actually using Red Card or Mars again. No reason to put any other extra energy, though. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put Drud down. Put energy on Drud. And then I'm going to swing in here. Taking me forever to pivot that, but I think if I do it this way, I can just go Magby in case they try to Cyrus and kill my Pichu this turn. And I'm still able to put energy on Drudagon and swing in for 90 per turn, which can two-shot the Darkrai. Because that might be their plan, right? They Cyrus this turn, kill my Pichu, and I won't be able to attack with Lugia ever again. But we don't need that. We have Drud. Especially because we didn't Giant Cape that Pichu early. So, could be in a bad spot. We'll see what he makes. We'll see what play he does. Trying to think what his move is, right? Because if he Cyruses, I go Magby Dredagon. Or I find a Ho-Oh. And I Magby the Ho-Oh. He did Mars, which is a good thing I put that Drud down early. Got the Giant Cape back. I think I Leaf Pichu and then put Lightning Energy on Lugia. Is that bad? Is that a bad idea? Do I lose this? Alright, I think I'm overthinking it. I'm gonna Giant Cape the Pichu. I'm gonna Leaf. Go Pichu. Put Lightning Energy on Lugia. And then all I need is Magby to put Fire Energy, and then we kill the Darkrai. The most he can do is Cyrus my Lugia. And I go down to 100 HP. But I live. I live. And then I can just retreat off Lugia and go into Magby and put Fire Energy on it. And then I'll have Fire and Lightning, and then I'll be ready to go, and I'll be ready and set up. I see what he's doing. We got the other Lugia finally. So I'm going to put double water. I'm going to lose both water energy. And then I'm going to go to Magby. So I keep the lightning energy. And then we're going to put Toasty Toss fire energy. And now Lugia only needs just one fire energy. Worst case scenario, he has another Cyrus. My Lugia is dead. So let's see, moment of truth. If he has another Cyrus, he wins the game. He doesn't have Cyrus in hand. He has Silver, which does nothing for him because I have Lugia in hand. So all I got to do now is swap to Lugia, put the water energy that's guaranteed, attack, and we win. Whew, no Ho-Oh was needed for this match, man. And that's why you run Magby 1 and 1 Pichu and not try and do double Pichu, double Magby. Because those two alone, if you run one of each, can help you win if you're bricking and not finding the Ho-Oh. Absolutely wild of a game, dude. Absolutely wild. You definitely see it's kind of like Oricorio being immune to EX. Sounds more busted than Sylveon. Is he only playing Arida? Water for Arida? We're not only playing water for Arida. We're playing water because we get the guaranteed water that we need rather than Bricken getting nothing but lightning, 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 fire, fire, fire. And the only way to generate that water energy would be with Ho-Oh. And we didn't get Ho-Oh at all that game, right? So whenever I'm playing dual energy decks like Dragonite, I've had games where I would play Dragonite. I would get 5 or 6 lightning energy in a row. I kid you not. I have clips of it up on YouTube of 5 lightning in a row, 5 water in a row. It's bad, right? Same thing with like Garchomp. We bricked on the Garchomp, old Garchomp back in the day. Now imagine doing that with triple energy. How much would you brick with triple energy? 4 lightning in a row, 4 fire in a row. Where's that water? You never attack with Lugia, you're dead if you don't pull that Ho-Oh. We didn't pull Ho-Oh at all this game. But because we're running water energy only, all you need is the Pichu, you get your lightning. All you need is the Magby, you get your fire. You got your guaranteed water and you're ready to attack. You could argue and say, well, what if you don't find your Pichu? What if you don't find your Magby? Then we'll probably find the Ho-Oh. You know what I mean? And if we somehow can't find the Magby, the Pichu, and the Ho-Oh, then the game was just bricked to begin with, and we want to try to lessen the chances of RNG and mitigate all the RNG factors into the card game, the variables, by making it so it's a consistent water energy. Yeah, the energy gain has been super random with Garchomp. It's the reason why I hate playing dual energy decks. It's never worked out for me. I think it's better to make it so you only get water energy on the deck. I like pure water, to be honest. And you also have a little bit of synergy with Arida as well, right? If we ever get a chance to play it. All right, we got Ho-Oh in the front and nothing in the back. So bad news is we're starting with Ho-Oh and the Zeraora with one single red or a Giovanni could two-shot us because it's doing 70. That's the bad news. The good news is we do have double leaf in the deck, so if we can find just one leaf this turn and swap to a different Pokemon, then we're looking good. If not, then we're in a very bad spot. Oh my goodness, dude. All right, now all we need is a Lugia. Check. And then we need a baby Pokemon, Pichu or Magby. All right, never mind. However, I will say, this is the reason why I'm running Leaf and Ilima in the deck, for anyone who is wondering and questioning why. We Leaf off of Ho-Oh, because you do not want to be on Ho-Oh, ever. We go Lugia. I'm going to put down another Ho-Oh too, because I don't think we're going to be able to use baby Pokemon this game. And then I'm going to put energy on Ho-Oh and end turn. Now, all the damage they do to Lugia, I'm able to Ilima, retreat off Lugia, and then go into Ho-Oh, and I'm set, right? So if I could find a Giant Cape, that's good, because I could keep Lugia in the field for just one more turn, and then I can Ilima when he's at like 10 HP. And by the time he's at 10 HP, Ho-Oh will be at, what? 2 energy, 3 energy, ready to attack, and we got the Giant Cape, exactly what I needed. So I'm gonna Giant Cape. I'm not gonna Professors because they might red card. Double energy, and then end turn. Professors means that they might want a red card because I'll go from 2 cards to 3. More enticing that way. Let's just stay at 2, you know? Let's just stay at 2. Because now if they attack, even with a red, we live at 10. And they can't Guzma and red or Guzma and Giovanni. So no matter what, we're going to survive. And then we can Ilima, go in with Ho-Oh, 3 energy, and build energy on our Lugia, and we're set. This is perfect, man. There goes a Giovanni. They're wasting and burning all of their resources right now to try and kill Lugia when, in fact, we have Ilima to bring it back. This is why we have 1. All right. Ilima, bring that back in our hand. Put in the Ho-Oh. Put the Lugia down. And Turbo. We're going to save this last spot over here for our Drudagon. At least we burned a Giovanni, right? So now Oricorio can't two-shot us. Would have to three-shot us, which buys us a lot of time. We have a single Drud in the deck. And we're going to be pulling a couple of cards here, going down to 7. There goes the Drud. We are literally finding everything we need. This is crazy. All right, so he's doing 70 damage. I could take the risk and say, hey, maybe he is not running another Giovanni. Right? But I think we play it safe. We play it safe. And I'm going to Giant Cape the Ho-Oh. Guarantees that we are going to live here. And I believe we'll put energy on the other Ho-Oh. Why not? Attack for 80. Get this Drud all set up with everything. Technically, I didn't need to put lightning on it. I should have put extra lightning on my Lugia instead. Especially because in the future, if I get Elemental Switch and I want to double Lugia attack, I need an Elemental Switch. So we'll lose energy on Ho-Oh, go down from 3 to 1. Yeah, there goes the Elemental Switch. I might be cooked. We'll see. Just gonna do this and attack. So Drud kills the Oricorio here. We got double energy on the other Ho-Oh ready to go and build up more energy for Lugia if I need to. The only Pokemon they can attack this turn with is Arceus, and Arceus will die 100%. And as long as they don't Dawn... Actually, they could Elemental Switch in Cyrus and then kill my Ho-Oh. And then once I kill Oricorio with Drud, then they can kill with... Oh, no, they can't. Because if they Elemental Switch, they're taking that energy. They wouldn't have enough energy to swing back with Arceus, so we win this game, I think. If they try to Dawn this turn, we win. Elemental Switch in Cyrus, we win. Trying to think about how they come out on top here. Sabrina doesn't save them, because I just go to the other Ho-Oh and then swap off with that 2 energy. Yeah, I realistically don't see a way they win, so they just have to concede. Nice, man. See, this is the reason why putting that one Drud kind of helped us out. And the Ilima did work too, don't forget. Ilima did some major work early on because we started with Lugia. Or no, we started with Ho-Oh, but we got a Leaf into the Lugia. And then everything just worked out perfectly, dude. I don't know why. We got every card we needed. We got the top deck on the Leaf, top deck on the Lugia with the Pokeball, top deck on the Giant Cape to stay alive. We found the Drudagon as well. Everything went our way. With Electrical Cord, they could have attacked with the Arceus the turn after. True, I think. I think we had Guzma in hand, though, but... Yeah, I think that would have been the play, right? They had to Electrical Cord after they Elemental Switch, and then I killed Drud. They can attack with Arceus, and as long as they have enough Pokemon to kill... I mean, actually, they had no points on the field, so maybe not. I don't think they even killed any of my Pokemon. Yeah, they didn't kill any of my Pokemon because I Limu'd. So I was in no danger at all, even if they did attack with Arceus the next turn after I killed with Drudagon. We were still okay. How's it going, Redneck? What could you have done with no Ilima, though? If I didn't have an Ilima that game, we have to sacrifice the Lugia and let it die. Which puts us in a very bad spot because all they need is just one more kill and they win, which means that my Drudagon is in a very vulnerable spot. And since my Drudagon was in the front active spot, all they had to do was just not put an Oricorio and go to Arceus and they win the game. So that's why Ilima kind of saved us. That Lugia art is so sick. We spent good money to get that Lugia art, all right? At least $100 to get it. All right, we're going second. We got Pichu in the front and Ho-Oh in the back, which is absolutely perfect. The worst thing that they could do for us, or do to us rather, is Sabrina turn 1 to make us lose tempo. Because then we need to top deck a Leaf to start building Ho-Oh. But if they don't Sabrina, then we're good to attack with Pichu. And since they're on Eevee right now, they won't even be able to go to their Crobat because they don't have energy advantage. So we're in a very, very good spot right now. Oh yeah, there it is. Let's go ahead and Professors here. We got another Ho-Oh. I really don't know what the play is, to be honest with you. Let's just Giant Cape the Pichu. Makes it so Arce or Darkrai can't just two-shot it. I don't really know if I want to add any other Pokemon down just yet, so I'm just going to wait. We do have a couple of cards in our hand, which is scary to think about, but at least we have energy ready for Ho-Oh next turn to attack and kill the Eevee if it doesn't evolve. And we can build the other Ho-Oh simultaneously. This might just be a Ho-Oh only game. Oh, it's an Umbreon. Yo! It can't attack. I am so glad we put a Giant Cape on. That was terrifying. So it says, if the defending Pokemon is a basic, it can't attack during your next turn. But it's only on Pichu, which means if we retreat and go Ho-Oh, right? And then we attack here, then we should be fine. Now we can attack. 80 damage, put all the energy on Ho-Oh. And once Umbreon attacks again, Ho-Oh can't attack back, right? But it lets us switch over to the other Ho-Oh and attack and kill the Umbreon. That's at 170 HP as well. So very good. I didn't realize they were running Umbreon non-EX. Definitely didn't see that coming, to be honest. So now we can't attack, but it's fine. We're going to Leaf out as well just to save that extra energy. Doesn't hurt, right? So we're not able to attack. We switch over to the Ho-Oh. Extra energy, I guess, can go to this Ho-Oh in the front for when we want to swap. And then we attack for 80. We're on the board with just a +1 energy gain. Man, this is kind of weird. I guess we just put all energy on Ho-Oh? Where's our Lugia when we need it, right? Now, the good news is they can't one-shot us on Ho-Oh. And if we can just find a Lugia, we can still one-shot any of their Pokemon, preferably the EXs when they come in. I think Leaf might have been overkill, but at least we're thinning our hand because we don't really need Leaf in the future with all the energy on our field at the moment. So thinning our hand as best as possible is definitely going to be a good idea. Because I know Dark decks love running Red Card and Mars. Okay, so they had to build Zubat because they wanted to inflict this, which means that they weren't building Darkrai in the back. Which means I get to just swing in again. Pick up one more kill, and all energy goes back to Ho-Oh. Dude, we have 7 energy on the field, 9 energy on the back, 9 energy on the back, 5 energy in the front. I wonder how Ho-Oh does in like a Celebi deck. I'm just spitting some random stuff out right now. Think of like Ho-Oh with grass energy only, Celebi, and you just keep stacking 3 energy per turn with the additional 1 bench energy. I'm just thinking of some random stuff. I don't think it's the best deck or anything, right? It could be a good meme troll deck if you're looking to try and go for max damage or anything. Guzma, I guess, doesn't really change anything. So I think what he's planning on doing, right, is probably Cyrusing, hitting my Pichu. Yeah, I'm gonna swap here. If he Sabrina's, then he gets 1 kill and I still get to finish off with this. And if he can't Cyrus and Poke Center Lady, so I think we're still fine here on this one. The only way he wins here is if he has a potion and a giant cape. I don't think he's gonna Cyrus, because he would have Cyrused the Pichu early and not used the Nightmare Aura unless he misplayed, and that's why he conceded. Either way, this deck is knocking out other Pokemon with ease, right? No Lugia in that deck either, or in this run. Yo, Nuggy! Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome on in, guys. Welcome, welcome. Apologies. Usually whenever we're in a game, I try to go focus mode. Just because some of the games we have, we do like to record it and upload it to YouTube as a deck list. And whenever we do record, I just speak my thoughts, right? It's the easiest way to record a deck and to record a video. It's just speaking out loud what my next play is going to be the next turn, what the opponent can do in order to win, what we have to pull and top deck and stuff like that. Just the whole thought process. But I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Welcome on in. Welcome, welcome. Right now, we're currently playing Lugia EX with Ho-Oh. We're 4-1. We played Crobat earlier, 6-2. And this game we had no Lugia and we still won. In the last game before we had Lugia but no Ho-Oh and still won. So this deck is I'd say it's like decently constructed. We haven't been able to play Erida at all yet, so there goes that. But I've been having a lot of fun with it right now. Why did I change my username from E to S? I'm just mixing it up. What's the Crobat deck? I'll show off the Crobat deck. So this is the Crobat deck we ended up playing. You can screenshot it. We'll be making a video on it over the next couple of days. We've also already uploaded an Umbreon deck just now that went live 30 minutes ago, and a Skarmory deck, which was Quad Skarmory, which we've already uploaded on top of that. And then we have a Donphan deck that we ended up making, Donphan EX, which was a lot of fun with Rampardos, running double Lyra and Silver, Sabrina, Cyrus, Guzma. That was a lot of fun. And then we're going to be playing Dragonite EX later today with Pichu. So let's do a couple more games with Lugia, and then we have Dragonite EX with Pichu. And if we have more time at the very end, we're going to try and do Magcargo 16 Trainer again. Because Magcargo is kind of hit or miss, you know? You can get some quick, easy games in, but it can definitely backfire on you 100%. And then tomorrow, assuming we're still playing, which we should, we have Double Beware with Will, the trainer card, which could be a good meme deck. Lantern EX with Will as well. And then maybe base Skarmory and Scissor, like a non-EX deck. Skarmory and Scissor could also be some good cards to try out. Alright, we're going first here, and we're going up against Meowscarada. Meowscarada can't one-shot a Lugia, but we can one-shot them, I believe. Alright, we got the Ho-Oh in the back. I'm gonna end turn here. I really want to hold on to this leaf until we find a baby Pokemon. I was hoping we could have found it this game or this turn. But it's okay. Next turn, surely, if we can find a baby Pokemon, we can leaf. And then we'll Giant Cape the baby Pokemon. It's another Ho-Oh. So we're just going to put energy on the Ho-Oh. have too many cards in hand, and they are definitely going to be using a red card next turn. But I'm going to end turn and get greedy, because I really want to save the last spots for a baby Pokemon and a Lugia. If they don't red card or Mars us this turn, then I'll put the Ho-Oh down. Because then we won't need the baby Pokemon at that stage, right? Nice. Okay, thank you. All right, so I was holding out on a Pokemon slot because I was like, if we can just find a baby Pokemon, getting the Leaf this turn might be better for us, right? Questionable, though. We'll see. And then I can Giant Cape this. I still want to hold out on the last Pokemon slot for now, because I could top deck a Lugia, and Lugia is something we desperately need because Ho-Oh won't be enough to actually kill the Meowscarada. In fact, if they rare candy Meowscarada, our Pichu dies, and then our Ho-Oh is going to be next. Alright, they didn't find Meowscarada because they're putting energy on Rowlet in the back. So they're going to keep continuously crying for help. I'm surprised they don't have a rare candy and a Meowscarada yet in hand. And we found the Lugia that I wanted as well. This is why patience pays off, alright? Patience pays off quite a bit. I'm going to go ahead and probably put extra energy on Lugia. Let's go ahead and attack and kill. Put all energy on them. So Lugia is able to attack, but we're only able to attack one time because we need one extra fire energy, unfortunately. So what I could do is I could attack one more time with Ho-Oh, or I could just bring in the Lugia, then I'd have to swap back to the Ho-Oh after the fact. This is better for us. Ho-Oh gets a guaranteed kill on Pheromosa. We go up +2, and then Lugia is able to one-shot any of their Pokemon that they bring in. I say it's going to be able to one-shot any of their Pokemon, but realistically, I don't think we are able to one-shot. And now this is where Arida finally gets to make some use. Arida, we have water energy all around us. Extra energy on Ho-Oh. I don't really think it matters, to be honest with you. Fire, lightning, and water on Druddigon. So now we have double of each energy on Lugia. We're able to attack with Lugia 2 times in a row. And I don't see them being able to kill our Ho-Oh and Lugia before we kill him one more time. Yeah, that Pierce the Pain would have been deadly on the back line. So they get to do 80 to my Ho-Oh. I think this is going to be a clear switch and do 180. They conceded, never mind. I was going to say, 180 seems good. We don't want to try and hit them. They Erica, they heal. But realistically, it didn't matter if I stayed in with Ho-Oh, went to Lugia. That was not looking good for them. How do you ramp Ho-Oh if you start with him? Get lucky and hope you find a Leaf and some other Pokemon that you can switch out to. We run double Leaf in the deck for that reason. Alright, let's try and get one more win. And we're going to swap it up. Because some of these games we played were kind of long anyways, so I think one more game will be good enough. Good enough footage. And then we're going to swap and try and do a Dragonite here. Elemental Switch has not been used yet? You're not wrong. You're definitely not wrong. Ooh, okay. So if we can find a baby Pokemon right here, this is good. It's a Pichu. Not bad. So now we're able to turn 1 Leaf. Then retreat and go to the Pichu. And we can generate energy for Lugia. And we're only missing fire energy now. I will Giant Cape the Pichu as well, because they're going to be using Zubat, 10 damage, and then the poison damage is another 20. This way we're able to live even if they do put double Nihilego down. All we're missing is one. If we find a Magby, this is good, because then we can just switch over to the Magby for free, and then put Fire Energy on Lugia, and then Water Energy, and then we're set. Ooh, that's not good. I think we just lose. So even if I err it, I'm going up to 50, and then I'm going back down to 30, and then he does 10, and then I take a 20 at the end of the turn, so I'll die on my turn no matter what. But I think it's better than dying and he attacks the Lugia, believe it or not. I don't know if I'm making any sense at all right now. Because if I just end turn, I die and they attack Lugia instead. And then I have to find a way to cleanse Lugia. So we're just going to do that. Put extra energy on Lugia. Because now if we do find a Magby somehow on the next top deck, I can just swap off Lugia for 2 energy. Which will be 1 lightning, 1 bench water energy. And then we'll go to Magby, put that fire energy on him. And then we'll have fire and lightning, and then we can attack the next turn. At least one time. Alright, let's see. Guzma does us nothing. I mean, is there any way we come out of this on top right now? I feel like the only way we come out on top is if we can find a Ho-Oh after Professor's research, right? Or no, just one Ho-Oh. No. We need a Professor's research, find another elemental switch. Alright, we found the Magby. Never mind, false alarm, false alarm. Let's retreat off of Lugia. I'm actually going to do it this way and lose the water energy, because we're going to be generating water energy every turn anyways, so might as well put the water energy back on it. And then we're going to Toasty Toss. I don't know if this is going to actually work, because we need double fire as well. And our Magby in the front dies, essentially speaking, because I didn't save the Giant Cape for Magby. Ah, it doesn't matter. Cyrus anyways. This is not looking good for us. Druddigon. So I have an option. I could retreat again, but I won't be able to actually attack twice with Lugia. I think I retreat and go Drud, to be honest with you. I think I retreat. I lose 1 water energy, 1 fire energy. Trying to do the math in my head right now. 1 water, 1 fire. Keep the double lightning because Pichu's dead. Go Magby again. Oh no, I'm stupid. I needed to put that water energy on Druddigon that last turn. Druddigon's a 3, not a 2. Probably cooked. I needed Drud to attack on the next turn, because Crobat can't one-shot a Druddigon. Yeah, I need to put energy on Drud. That was the way we win. Energy on Drud means that the Zubat kills Magby. Oh wait, never mind. They had Darkrai, so my Drud would have died no matter what. And my Lugia would have died no matter what, because if I attacked, then, well, Lugia dies. So no matter what, we were chalked here. We were cooked. I attacked with Lugia last turn. They have Crobat, Darkrai. They have exact lethal. I don't attack. We're still dead. Yeah. Unfortunately, we did not find what we needed in time. Yeah, we both kind of bricked this game. I'm gonna go turn the AC on. Which deck seems more formidable so far? The Crobat deck is very good. We just got done playing it. If we ran triple color, I feel like it was a dub. So many turns, maybe, but you haven't experienced dual energy like I have, and I don't want to even see what triple energy would feel like. All right, let's talk about the Lugia Ho-Oh deck real quick before we swap to another one. All right, so this is the Lugia Ho-Oh EX deck. We are running double Lugia, double Ho-Oh EX, one Magby, one Pichu, and a Druddigon just in case we run into any Oricorios. Double Giant Cape for maybe your Ho-Oh or Lugia because it can survive a Charizard Stoke Steam Artillery attack, or your Magby and Pichu because they have 30 HP and they all have more survivability, so options are up to you. Double Pokeball, we're running a lot of basics here. Double Research, 2 Leafs, because if you start with Ho-Oh, you really do not want to be on them, and it's a 2 retreat cost to get off, so Leaf for that max retreat. Ilima, because we did have a game where we were able to keep Lugia in the front. He was technically acting as a shield, and we didn't find any of our baby Pokemon, so Lugia's in the front. We were taking a lot of damage. We were slow building Ho-Oh in the back. We Ilima'd to bring back our 10 HP Lugia, put Ho-Oh in, put Lugia back on the field, and we were able to attack for 80, put the 3 energy on Lugia. It's basically reset the entire game. So that one Ilima is definitely very good for that situation where you're bricking and not finding Magby or Pichu off the rip. We have Guzma just in case, and Arida because we're running Soul Water because Magby and Pichu give one of each. Believe it or not, running Magby and Pichu, not 2 Magbys or 2 Pichus, running the one of each is very good because in case you do brick on Ho-Oh, you're able to Magby, put fire energy on Lugia, and then Pichu and put lightning energy on Lugia, and then you're still able to attack because you have that guaranteed water energy. And we did have a game, spoiler alert, that we were not able to actually find Ho-Oh. It was just Magby, Pichu, Lugia, Druddigon, and that was it. We didn't find a single Ho-Oh, and we still won. We still came out on top, and we still won, all thanks to running one of each. So keep that in mind. I will say, out of all the games we've played, I don't know if we mentioned we went 5-2 with it, we did not use Elemental Switch. Not a single time. Not once. I don't know if I was just playing it wrong or something, but we just did not find a use case to use Elemental Switch in this deck. So if you do want a flex card to take out and swap for something else, right? Maybe X speeds instead, or maybe more Pokemon tools. You name it, more trainers, another Arida for healing, potions, Poke Center Lady. You could probably take out the Elemental Switch cards, and I think you'll be fine, because we did not need to use them at all out of all the games we've played. But with that being said, that is our Lugia Ho-Oh combination, first iteration that we've made. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. It feels like a dead card, yeah. And we didn't even play. Out of the 7 games we've played, not a single Elemental Switch was used. Sneak peek on the Crobat deck, please. I can show you. Hold on. Let me just check the Wonder Trades. What is that? Thunder Punch, stage 2. Wait, this Pokemon card with Lantern might be really good, right? Ampharos? I gotta see if I have more Ampharos. Am I misspelling that? I have a single Ampharos. I feel like Ampharos and Lantern would be a very good... Like, Lantern EX and Ampharos would be good in a deck. But we only have one. I'm gonna try and go for this one. I'm not playing Lantern today, by the way. If anything, we could try Lantern tomorrow. I'm trying to prepare for more future deck ideas. Can I go one more game so it's the same as Crobat? I could, but I am running low on time. I started the stream quite late today, and I have about 23 more minutes, probably. Usually, different decks take me like 40 minutes to play through, or 45 minutes, maybe like 50. So I am on a time clock, sadly, because all these decks that we're playing, we're going to upload them to YouTube, but I'm going to have to spread them out, maybe one video every other day. Since next week I am going to be out of town. I'm not going to be live from like... I'm not going to be live from like the 4th all the way until like the 12th. So we're not going to be able to play Pokemon, no record videos. So I'm trying to get all the recording done today, yesterday, and hopefully tomorrow, and try and get some decks built so we can upload some videos. All right. I don't know if we're going to have time for Matt Cargo today, unfortunately, but we're going to try and get some games in with Dragonite EX and Pichu, just so we can get this so I can go edit offline. We have Dragonite EX, Pichu is running double Pichu, double Dratini, 1 Dragonair, 2 Dragonite, red card rare candy, 1 Elemental Switch. Sure. Double Lyra, because it's good for Dragonite, Sabrina, Mars, Guzma. Lyra better than Leaf here because it doesn't act as a retreat and you're able to just swap and then come back and you're good to go. So questions, concerns, comments, do we need to swap anything else out? Are we good? I think we're fine. I think we're okay here. You could go Dragonite with Ho-Oh, but I think this is perfectly fine because it's only 3 energy with Dragonite. If you think about it, going in with Pichu and being able to attack first or second gives you 1 energy. You know, it's I feel like Ho-Oh would slow this deck down quite a bit. And I think this deck is fast-paced because it's only 3 energy to attack with Dragonite. And you get that guaranteed lightning from Pichu. Alright, let's play some games. If we don't get to Mad Cargo today, we'll try and do Mad Cargo tomorrow. With Beware. And I'm trying to see what else. Mad Cargo, Beware, and I think Lantern EX. Yeah, I'm writing all these decks down right now just so we have an idea. And then hopefully that's enough videos that I can upload throughout the week. Oh, there's also Skarmory and Scissor. Okay. By the time you energize Ho-Oh, you could have energized Dragonite. Yeah, exactly. Jolteon, Ampharos. Sounds good. All right, we're going second. We got Pichu in the front. Dratini in the back. You got to remember when you are using Pichu to generate energy for your bench Pokemon, you don't want to rare candy and evolve them immediately. You have to keep them as a basic Pokemon. That's kind of how they work, right? Now, we are going up against a fighting deck, Fanfi and Donphan, which one-shots us even with a giant cape. So sadly, I will not be actually... Another Dratini. I will not be, whatchamacallit? Putting giant cape on Pichu here. Now we have options. I could pray that out of 13 cards, we find a rare candy. It's a very big maybe. Or I could just wait, put Dratini in, and then just wait one more turn. Because if we do top deck a rare candy, then we'll be down one turn and we're not able to actually attack, which would suck. But I think we're not going to take the risk and we're going to go Dratini here. I'm not doing it on the first game, all right? And it's a good thing we didn't take that risk. Mars, take him down from 5 to 2. Hopefully that delays them from finding their Skull Fossil, rare candy, etc., stuff like that. I will end up putting just one more energy on Dratini here, and I'm going to end turn. Because now I can just swap rare candy, and we're able to attack with Dragonite. Every extra energy will go to the front Dratini. I guess I didn't really need to go back, but I was kind of predicting we'd die here in the front. We're not dying. I'm going to end turn. I can still kill this Fanfi, believe it or not, by using Elemental Switch and attacking. I just don't think it's the greatest idea, because then if I do end up dying with Dragonite, I'm dead. Or Dratini, I'm dead. I don't have any other way to get Lightning Energy here. Dragonair. Well. Is there any Pokemon that they can do 100 damage on? Technically, their Skull Fossil can do it. This is going to be a very big risk. I think I swapped to Dragonair and attack. No, because if they go Donphan, they can also attack with 3 energy. I might be dead. I'm not going to lie. We might actually be dead here. I'm gonna have to take the risk because I think we lose no matter what. I gave it a good thought. We lose no matter what. They kill the Dratini. I swing in with Dragonite. They have Donphan. They do 110 damage. My Dragonite. You know, we're still gonna die. We can't survive against a Rampardos Donphan EX. Unless they got unlucky, then that could have technically helped us. Alright, now we actually are just dead. I didn't expect them to get unlucky. I thought they were telegraphing they had it in hand, but it's a misread for sure. I think we're dead. Yeah. Now, question, should we run dual energy in this deck, or do you think that solo energy Pichu is still good enough? Because all we need is 1. No, we gotta go solo water. It wouldn't make sense. We gotta go solo water. How's it going, Mario? Bento, thank you for the 28. Appreciate you. Alright, we're 0-1. I could have taken a big gamble and kept the Dratini in the front. And then maybe we would have been fine. But it's all in the past. Let's stop thinking about that now. Let's move on, right? We're going second. We got Pichu in the front against the double Eevee. This might be the Dragonite, or not Dragonite. Giratina, Greninja. Wait, what? Shaman Eevee. I wonder what kind of card they're running. All right, we got the Dratini. That's good. Energy Dratini, Crackly Toss. We are ready to attack with Dratini next turn for 80 damage. That's quick ramping, man, because if they don't actually evolve in the front, I can just attack for 80 and kill the Eevee. Oh, they're thinking of landing 4 heads. There's no way you land 4 heads. That's 1. Nah, you don't land 3 more. There we go. No way you land 4. They could be running Leafeon. Who knows? All right, so we're just going to evolve here and attack. Seems good enough for me, right? Hit him for the 80. And now all we need to do is find Dragonite EX, and we are done. We got Lyra in hand to swap off Dragonite after the attack. They've got no energy on the field. Yeah, Pichu ramps up Dratini so quick. The problem is, if you don't find Pichu early, it kind of sucks, right? Ooh. They're doing 80 damage. So because I don't really need... I'm not going to use Lyra right now. I'm just going to retreat. We're going to go Pichu. We're going to do this. Because if I attack... they just kill me back, right? And I have nothing to kill the Espeon. Uh-oh, they have an X speed. We have to hope they somehow don't have Cyrus in hand. They're getting everything, huh? Let's see. Still possible. We need a Professor's. Of course, Dragonite shows up right after the fact, right? That's usually how it happens. I think with that, we're dead. If I put a Dratini down, it still gets one shot. And I don't have a giant cape. Yeah, it's mathematically impossible to win that one. Dang, that was turning out to be a good game, too. The fact that they had 3 cards in hand, and 2 out of 3 was a X-Speed and a Cyrus. That was a very good start. Oof, yeah, oof indeed. All right, let's try and get some more games in. Confident here. We're going second. We do got Pichu. So we've started with Pichu every time, which is good. Problem is we do not have a Dratini. We do have Dragonair or Dragonite, which is great, but we're looking for a double Pokeball research. 2 of the Dratinis. Definitely got to get something going right now. Skarmory is going to be rough to take down too. The good thing is we have energy advantage, so it buys us a lot of time. We did find our Pokeball. 66% chance this is going to be a Dratini. It is a Dratini. Nice. Now, we're going to go ahead do this. I'm going to Guzma early because it helps thin our hand and makes our hand less enticing for them to want to try and red card. Then we'll Crackly Toss. And assuming they don't red card us, we have 3 energy ready to go next turn with a rare candy, and we can just take out the Skarmory. GG, just like that. Assuming they're running 18 Trainer, this might be the only card they have on the field. Come on, end turn. End turn. Another Steel Apron. I don't think that matters. It's just minus 10 damage. We're doing 180, which is 170, which means we win. Oh, you love to see it, man. Retreat for free. Let's go, Dratini. I didn't mean for that to actually rhyme, but it did. Dragonite's in. Third energy is active. And even if they had another Pokemon on the bench, we had Lyra, which means we were able to attack twice in a row anyways. This deck is pretty quick when you get Pichu and Dratini. That's crazy fast, man. Nothing for Oricorio. We have a Dragonair, which does 80 damage, which is exact lethal against a Oricorio. And if they Giant Cape, we have Guzma. All right, we're going second. And we have Dratini in the front, which is not a good start, to be honest with you. Absolutely not a good start, because we need Pichu. That's how we get our lightning energy, right? So we're going to effectively lose one energy by putting it on Dratini and then retreating into the Pichu. It's not the end of the world, however, I will say. Even though we do put one energy. Yeah, even though we do put one energy, it's still not the end of the world, because say, for example, I do put one energy on Dratini. I swap from Dratini to Pichu. I can still put bench energy onto the Dratini again with the lightning energy from Pichu, and then swap for free off of Pichu into Dragonite, and we're still like on curve, you know? So it's not too much of an energy loss, to be quite fair with you. All it takes is one attack with Pichu and we're ready and set up. Sylveon will never be able to attack. They have Crobat, and unless they have a X speed, they're not going to be able to swing in here. Nice. Okay. We got the Pichu. And as long as I just retreat, lose the energy, like I said, all I got to do is do this. Crackly Toss. And we are set up again, ready to go. We can one-shot the Crobat, one-shot Sylveon, one-shot Darkrai. All we need is a rare candy, and we are set. We retreat for free off Pichu. And it's like nothing even happened. So it's not too bad that we start with Dratini. You just have to swap off Dratini. You know, no harm, no foul. If anything, I feel like we're getting energy too quickly and we don't have the evolutions. So that might call for a Iono in the deck or a Pokemon Communication or something. Realistically, we have an Elemental Switch in this deck, but I'm thinking we might not need Elemental Switch, and I could probably kick it out. We're still in the testing phase right now to find out what we want to do, who we want to go with. Come on, rare candy. Ah, rare candy, rare candy. Where are you? So I think this is going to be a clear Pichu, and then just swap the other Pichu. And then we just Crackly Toss the other one. So now they're both technically set up, right? So this makes it so they don't kill the Pichu for free with Darkrai. And it also means that, I mean, they're not even going to be able to attack with Darkrai or with the Crobat. They're just chilling right now. We're looking for one rare candy. We got 9 cards remaining, 2 in the deck, 2 in 9 chance. Sabrina. All right, so we are not looking good. I think I'm going to red card. This is kind of bad. It's gonna red card though. They still need one energy on the front to swap out to even attack with Darkrai, so it's okay. And we're all non-EXs right now, so it's okay if they take out our double Pichu. This is still perfectly fine. I wanted to red card first to take him down from 4 cards back to 3. And then whenever they do knock out my Pokemon, I can Mars them the next turn after to even further reduce their cards. I figured that was going to be the best play, just in case they do have an X-Speed somehow in hand. But if they did have an X-Speed and attacked, and I Mars and I don't find my Dragonite, it's technically done. We lose anyways. Or my rare candy, rather. Oh, man. Alright, so I'm going to Mars them to hopefully remove the Cyrus that they might have in hand. If I stay in with Pichu, they Nightmare Aura. Wait, can they? If they Nightmare Aura and don't have an X-Speed, we still get to stay in with our Dratinis. If I swap to a Dratini, then they can just put energy on Eevee, lose the energy, and attack my Dratini, kill it, and then they can Cyrus later in the future to kill the Pichu. So I'm gonna go out on a limb and say I keep Pichu in here. He needs to put energy on Eevee to swap. And then he can attack the 10 HP. I think leaving it in is actually the play, believe it or not. I know that sounds crazy. I know it sounds crazy. We're gonna do it like that. We're gonna do it like that. Oh yeah, and if he had an Umbreon too, he could pull it in. That's also bad. So I think Pichu in the front, because he can't Nightmare Aura and attack unless he has X-Speed or Leaf. And we just thinned his hand again for the second time. Let's see, does he have Leaf? End your turn. Do it. I really hope we top deck a Professors into double rare candy. Dude, how do I not have a How do I not have a single rare candy, dude? Or my Dragonair. 2 rare candy, 1 Dragonair, that's 3 out of 6. 1 Professors, that's 4 out of 6. All right, we're gonna get rid of the elemental switch. I'm gonna throw in an Iono, and then we're gonna say that this deck is good. All right, with the new iteration. I wanted to try and make elemental switch good, but we're gonna go Iono. All right, seems good. Iono the gotcha counter. Deck list is updated. Let's get it going. We're 1-3 with the deck right now, which isn't too great, to be fair with you. I don't know if I reset the win-loss because we're playing a new iteration. Nah, it's just 1 Pokemon card, surely. We'll just keep it as it is right now. All right, we're going second. We got Pichu in the front. We did update the deck list and we added Iono in replace of an Elemental Switch, just because we felt like Iono has better value than Elemental Switch, and we only need 3 energy on Dragonite anyways. And with Lyra being able to swap out and then swap back, we can still just stay on the same Dragonite. Elemental Switch doesn't really make too much sense in this deck, to be fair with you. Pokeball, looking for a 66% chance Dratini. Did not win the 66% chance Dratini. So now you could argue and say Elemental Switch could be useful here. They got Umbreon, double Umbreon. Not gonna lie, I kind of wanted to run an Umbreon only deck. Just quad Umbreon, that would have been kind of sick to do. We've already made an Umbreon variant. Alright, you win the game. Chat, maybe I come back to the Dragonite. Every time I play Dragonite, it just never works out. I did make Dragonite work one time with Giratina. You know? But maybe we come back for the Dragonite. Maybe I'll try Dragonite again tomorrow. Technically out of time, but maybe I have time to squeeze in just a couple of games of Mad Cargo, like 3 games. Can you make a suggestion? I'm all ears. I am open to any and all suggestions. I'm thinking we might need like a Pokemon Com in that deck or something, right? Alright, so this is the Mad Cargo deck. It's just a 16 trainer Mad Cargo, and that's it. It's a very risky play. We have double Potion, double Cape for max survivability, Pokecenter Lady, Big Malasada, Pokemon Com, and a Pokeball, double Silver to remove cards from their hand as well. With red card, Team Rocket Grunt to remove energy, Iono in case we brick. Part of me wants to say we need more healing in the deck, because 2 Potion, 1 Big Malasada, and a Giant Cape doesn't seem like enough. I feel like we could kick out Big Malasada for another Pokecenter Lady, and that would be better. You need to run Pokemon Com, no Iono, use the new item. What's the new item? Rescue Scarf? Should we kick out Big Malasada and go Pokecenter Lady? The energy swapping thing? Oh, you might have just tuned in, Frog Breeder. We just got done playing 4 games with Dragonite with the Elemental Switch. Man, we never even used it, and we were like, wait, this doesn't really make any sense. So we took it out. The game that you just tuned in for was the game where we just took it out. That's why we removed it. It wasn't really doing anything. So Mad Cargo is able to do 150 damage per turn for 2 energy, but the problem is you're able to actually attack your own bench, which is the big issue. So most of the time you want to hold off on building a second Slugma. We'll go over everything and explain. All right, we're going second with Slugma, which is the ideal starting spot for this, to be fair, because we get to build energy, attack, and then we get to build energy, evolve, and then start swinging in for 2 energy on the back line. This is a 16 trainer deck, so we optimized survivability as best as we could. Double Pokecenter Lady, double Cape, double Potion, with a Team Rocket Grunt just in case we wanted to remove energy from the opposing Pokemon. Now, the problem with this deck is you really do not want to build another Slugma, right? We also have a hand disruption, red card, and double silver. You really don't want to build another Mad Cargo on the back. Mad Cargo is able to do 150 damage. It says one other Pokemon, either yours or your opponent's, is chosen at random 3 times. For each Pokemon a time was chosen, do 50 damage to it. Now, it's never going to hit Magcargo because it says one other Pokemon. However, it does say either yours or your opponent's, which means you're able to attack your bench for 150 if you put another bench Pokemon down. But if you don't, 150 damage is going to guarantee be spread across their side in a random order. So that's something to keep in mind. Magcargo also has a little bit of survivability. 120 HP definitely means it's probably going to get hit at least twice before it goes down, which means you get 300 damage to go out. And with a giant cape, that helps it a little bit. Ooh, see, 100 to Pichu, 50 to Ho-Oh. Not the greatest spread, but it is something for sure. So we're going to take 80, go down to 60, and if we can find a Poke Center lady, then we can just stay in and attack one more time. We get 3 hits on Magcargo. This is why we kind of put a lot of healing in the deck. We need to find one of the Poke Center ladies or at least one more potion to pull this off. Because using Team Rocket Grunt won't matter when this guy is attacking for 3 and building another Ho-Oh in the back. Come on, Poke Center lady. Come on, potion. Poke Center lady. Potion. None. Absolutely nothing. So the only option I have here is Team Rocket Grunt, and we remove 3 energy, because then he'll be trapped with Ho-Oh in the front. That's the only way we win. Or we take 2 energy, because he'd have to put 1 energy to retreat. So we need to land 2 heads here. Silver would do us nothing. We got to Grunt and pray we land double heads. That's 1. No! All right, it's not over yet. Spurt Fire can land 50 or 100 in the front, or 150 on the Ho-Oh. Come on, baby. 100 in the front. Second chance. Ew! Oh, what a shame. We had 2 chances to win. We had 2 opportunities right there. We had 3 opportunities, actually. We needed to find another potion or a Poke Center lady. That didn't work. We needed to find 2 heads on Team Rocket. That didn't work. And then we also needed the 100 damage to go to the front line, and that also did not work. So we had 3 chances to try and win there, but nothing went our way. It's okay. We go again. So the beautiful thing about this deck is games are going to be going by very quick, right? You're in and you're out. You'll know immediately if you win by basically round 5 or 6. Which means you're able to spam a lot more games and either go on a good win streak or not go on a good win streak in this case. All right, we are going second with Magcargo or Slugma against a Giratina. I'm hoping they don't find their Darkrai when it's time to give them energy. We have Giant Cape and Magcargo, so this is a perfect start for us with Team Rocket. I'm hoping they put energy on Giratina with Broken Space Bellow so I can just Team Rocket next turn. Ah, they're not going to do it. Oh, wait, they don't have energy gain anyway, so it doesn't make sense. Well, one thing's for certain, I'm probably not going to attack Slugma here, or attack with Slugma. So we're just going to Pokemon Tool, Giant Cape this, energy, and end turn. I could have Team Rocket Grunt to thin my hand just a little bit, but I think I wait on the Team Rocket Grunt. Maybe I wait just until next turn. They're going to Team Rocket Grunt me instead. Didn't work. It did not work. All right, now it's go time, baby. Mag Cargo. I'm gonna Team Rocket Grunt over Guzma. I should have Guzma'd. It's okay. We're gonna hit 150 on the back anyways, right? It's okay. We only take 20 damage. They're not able to attack. They can't leaf and don the energy. They'd have to double X speed and then don the energy. And then they can kill with Darkrai this turn. So if they have double X speed don, they win this turn right now, right here. If not, then we can Poke Center Lady, heal up. Maybe we're dead because I didn't Guzma when we took 20 damage. Because we take another 20, we go down to what? 80? I heal back up to 110. I hit the Giratina. I'm going from 110 down to 90. Which is still lethal to the Darkrai. Theoretically, we are dead here. Yeah, I think I Team Rocket grunted too early. Because hitting the Giratina means we're guaranteed dead. Yeah, we're just dead. Alright, small blunder on my part, which is turning into an actual game loss. Part of me thinks Team Rocket Grunt is a troll card, because it makes me want to use it just for the flips. I'm addicted to the flips, but... I'm thinking we gotta add maybe double Guzma or another healing item. I'm open to ideas on kicking out Team Rocket for something, but we'll keep it in for now. That was user error on that turn. All right. We're going second. Against an Oricorio. Silver to get rid of my professor's research. That's not nice. You know what? They silvered me, so I'm going to silver them. You get rid of my professors, I get rid of your professors. How do you like it now, buddy? And I'm attacking you for 20. That's right. We're on the field now, Oricorio. I think we can win this if it's just me and Oricorio. Should have gotten rid of that type null, to be fair with you. Alright, I know it is. Let's mix it up. We're looking for a Mag Cargo. Didn't find it, but I still have faith. Assuming that they don't have... What can they have to win here? Nothing. Come on, baby. No! I'm gonna have to Pokemon Calm this, which means it's a guaranteed Mag Cargo. And with all their energy on Oricorio, as long as we can hit Oricorio just one single time, they can't kill us with Silvally in the back. And if their Pokemon card in hand is a supporter, which it was, but they can't use it anyway, so it was a bad supporter. Either way, we're thinning their hand to nothing now. Now they can't even play their Silvally, and we knocked out Type Null and Oricorio, taking that +2. What's it gonna be? If we hit Pichu one time, it's over. Okay, so it could either be 100. The only way they live is if I hit Silvally for 100 and Oricorio for 50, right? But other than that, we have a very big chance of winning here. It needs to be Silvally 100, Oricorio 50, and they get one more turn. We'll take it. 150 on the Oricorio. Get that bird out of here. Not a bad start. Iono definitely helped us out. And the Pokemon communication saved us. All right, we're on the field. Yeah, I see you, Frog Breeder. The fossil. Technically, keeping another basic Slugma saved us here, though, right? More basic or more Pokemon in general is more fodder for Pokemon communication. Aerodactyl, not EX. Wait, the Aerodactyl non-EX says if you flip heads, you put the Pokemon back in their thing, right? Flip, if heads, shuffles their active into their deck. Dude, I was thinking of using Beware with Will, but Aerodactyl with Will seems kind of funny too. Wait, that's kind of hilarious. I might try that tomorrow. We'll see. Because we're going to be doing Beware with Will tomorrow, which is the same thing, but you have to land 2 heads, and landing 2 heads gives you a guaranteed knockout. All right, we're going second. Ooh, and we're going up against grass. So even if we don't find, say, our Mag Cargo on curve, we're still doing, what, 40 damage to the Pheromosa? We can 2-shot it. So by the time it gets energy, it loses all energy. This is still really good, especially with a giant cape in hand. And we have Silver to try and thin their hand from any supporter, aka Lucamine. Oh, they see. They see. Well played on their part, to be honest with you. Well played. I'm going to red card, take him down from 5 cards to 3. And I'm going to take their 3 cards to 2 by hoping we can silver. Did not work. Sometimes silver hits, sometimes silver does not hit. So they had what? They had another Celesteela in hand with a red card. Let's thin our hand just in case they want to red card us. It'll be beneficial. There goes the Pheromosa. The Pheromosa still can't take us down. We 2-shot him. It's going to take him, what, like 8 hits to kill us. And I'm going to keep thinning my hand as best as possible. Just because I don't want him to red card us. If he does red cards us, I want him to red card when we have 2 cards in hand, not 3. Then we'll be just net positive. There goes the Leaf Cape. There goes the Leaf Cape, but guess what? Here comes the Mag Cargo. And I don't even think I need a Guzma either, because 1 hit on the front kills it, so I'm not even gonna Guzma. We're gonna Spurt Fire. Pheromosa's done. I should have healed, maybe. Wait, no, I should have healed. Because if they have Buzz and Lucamine in hand, they can technically kill my Mag Cargo and I'm dead. However, if they don't, then saving the Poke Center lady was good here. Because I go down to 20 with Pheromosa, or 100 and I go back up to 130. That's debatable, to be honest with you. I'm going to Poke Center lady because I'm scared right now. And then we're going to Spurt Fire. By Professor's research, they most definitely hit me with the red card that they have in hand still. Alright, Celesteela only needs to get hit 1 time and it's dead. That's it. They can't handle the heat, man! Mag Cargo! We got a new Duck Trio, Wug Trio in town. I like how every element is getting some kind of form of this. You know, we got Wug Trio for water. We got Duck Trio for metal, I think, right? Metal. We got Mag Cargo for fire. We need some kind of leaf version of this. I should join tournaments since I'm good at ranked. I just don't have enough time to play tournaments, to be honest. One of these days I do, trust me. But usually Saturdays are like my busy days where I run errands and get groceries and clean up around the house and stuff like that. Can we see the list, please? I can show off the deck list after this. All right, we're going second against... Okay, this isn't too bad. So Matt Cargo has 120 HP, yes? Solgaleo is doing 120 damage. If we can find one of the two giant capes we have, we can live, and we have a very good chance of killing Solgaleo. Or if they somehow brick and not find their Solgaleo, that can also give us a very good... Oh, we found it. Let's go. Never mind. Everyone shut up. We're good. Alright, believe it or not, I'm going to just red card. Yes, they go from 3 cards to 3 cards. It doesn't change anything, but it does change my hand. I go from 4 cards to 3 cards. And now it's going to make it seem like they don't want to red card me because they're going to be like, it doesn't seem as enticing now, you know? They had 4, now they have 3. And because they won't red card, I just gave them a rare candy, didn't I? I just gave him a rare candy and a Cosmog on a... Oh, dang, dude. It's okay. We have Giant Cape. Let's not pan... And they still red card? So I red carded them for nothing. Because they still wanted to red card me anyways. Hey, it worked out. Screw your red card. We got Mad Cargo coming in still for the big 150. Come on. Boom. That's not good. Wait, we could win. 50 on the Cosmog, 50 on the Eevee, 50 on this Eevee. We win the game if we do that, right? Or if we hit Solgaleo for 100. Aw, dang, never mind. I was gonna say 2 hits on Solgaleo gets us a win. We need to find a Guzma. I'm gonna be honest, I think we're gonna Professor's Research, and if I find a Slugma, I put Slugma down and attack, and then just accept that we're about to die with that Cargo. I don't think we believe in the 3 hits on the front. No, bro. We definitely don't believe in the 3 hits on the front, right? You're gonna have to Professors. Alright, I believe in the 3 hits on the front. Or 3 hits on the back spread out evenly. Come on, Mad Cargo. I mean, the deck is fast, and it's good when it's good, and it's bad when it's bad. You can argue and say, maybe my red card gave them the win. Should we take red card out of the game? Or out of the deck? Like, yes or no, what do you think? We're running red card and silver. Maybe I just messed up. Maybe the rule is never red card if they have 3 cards in hand. Even if you have 4 cards and you think you're going to get red carded back, just don't do it. Let him red card you, you know? Let him red card you. Don't red card them with 3. Because if we were able to just wait 1 more turn, maybe it didn't. I don't know. I don't think it mattered too much. They had Solgaleo on curve. Unlucky. This deck is definitely hit or miss, man. It seems like a fun, wonky deck to play. I don't know if it's going to be the most consistent in terms of ranking up, but it's a whatever deck. All right, we're going second. Against another fire deck. I forgot Dead Fox. I got you after this. Giant Cape on the front. I'm assuming they have nothing else, and they're going to end turn here in a minute. If they end turn, I think I just don't Professor's Research. I know that sounds weird, But I'm going to not Professors because it might make it more enticing for him to want a red card. Maybe he also thinks that I'm bricking, right? And if he does red card, then, well, at least we have 2 of our Professors still in the deck, which could help draw more cards and help get my Mad Cargo back. Same reason why I don't want a Pokeball right here, because I could find the Pokeball and still put another basic Pokemon on the bench. So keeping Professors and Pokeball here is okay, just for one more turn. Don't tell me he absolutely bricked and he couldn't find anything within those 2 turns. He did find something. It's a Sylveon, but that's not going to be enough. He's still got to keep digging. Because we're doing 150 guaranteed. I think he's running like the Leafeon Flareon, and he didn't want to evolve the front into a Leafeon just yet. Maybe he didn't have Leafeon. Alright, Pokeball, he's got something. Another Pokeball, he's got 2 of somethings, which is going to help him out. It's going to spread our damage quite a bit on Mad Cargo. He is running out of time, though. Alright. With the clock running out, we got Mad Cargo finally. I'm going to go ahead and Pokeball this. Get the Slugma, and I'm going to Professors. I'm not going to put Slugma down just yet because Mad Cargo could hit my own Slugma, which is bad. But I just wanted a Pokeball just to not draw the Slugma in the future, if I'm making any sense, right? He won't be able to attack anyways with Sylveon or the back Pokemon if it is going to be a Flareon. So we're okay just to stay on Mad Cargo if worst case scenario he red cards us. That's perfectly fine. He's only going to 1 energy and he can't combust just yet. There goes the Mars. Alright, so if he has a Pokemon, if he has an Eevee bag, I wouldn't have used the Eevee bag just yet. Actually, no, Eevee bag makes sense. Because if he has another Eevee bag, then I guess he can win next turn. He can do 140 damage. This is risky. He's got to have either Eevee bag or a Giovanni in hand. Let's see what he has. Double Leafeon. All right, not bad. Let's go in. He needs to top deck an Eevee bag to win here. Or else he's only doing 130 damage and I get a chance to do another 150 to him. And as long as I hit Eevee or Sylveon 1 time, we win. Or if I hit the Flareon 1 time, we win. And no matter what, someone's going to get hit twice in a row. Yeah, someone's about to get hit twice. So he has double Leafeon in hand. The last card is unknown. I'm not sure what it is yet. I'm scared right now. I don't know what that last card is. I'm holding my breath. Yes, let's go. All right, so mathematically we win here by just attacking. Oh, Guzma's an even funnier way to win, though. Bye-bye, Sylveon. But no matter what, we would have hit the Flareon in the front at least 2 times. With 3 hits being spread out, it's either 1 hit on the Sylveon, 2 on the Flareon, or 3 on the Flareon, which still gets us the win. So no matter which combination, that was it. All right, let me show the deck list, and I'm going to get just a couple of quick games in before we wrap up. All right, so take a screenshot, Dead Fox. This is the deck list here. A lot of survivability, to be honest. Poke Center, Lady Potion, Giant Cape. I'll be going over the deck list again after we play a couple more games. Because then we got to start wrapping stuff up here. I honestly might make a video on a 16 trainer Mad Cargo, believe it or not. It's a funny deck. It's not the absolute best, but you know, I made a Wug Trio deck. I made a Doug Trio deck, and we uploaded a video on that. Maybe we got to also do Mac Cargo. Give him a little bit of love. Ooh, we're going second against a Charmander deck. This could be bad for us because if they have rare candy in hand, they can stoke and our Mac Cargo dies. We can only go up to 140 HP max, and that's it. So you guys want to take a little peek into what is going to happen to us? Let's see. What do they got? They got rare candy Sylveon. Brother. It sucks because you can see they have Sylveon rare candy and all they need is a Charmander. That's awful. That is actually bad. It's like seeing that you're about to lose, right? You're taking a peek into the future and you can't stop it. Well, this is going to be awkward. I'm hoping that Lily we got rid of, they just draw the Lily again. And Silver at least did something for us. Because if not, we're cooked. So they got rare candy still in hand. And I don't know what the other two cards are. Ooh, it's not a Charizard. That's for sure. It's not a Charizard. Let's take a peek at what they do have in hand, though. Again. It's another Lily or a Guzma. Take out the Lily again. Because Guzma does nothing for them. Nice! And then we'll go ahead and potion. They drew the Lily again. That Lily that we got rid of and they drew again might have been the Charizard that it could have been hypothetically, right? I think Silver's doing work. Putting cards back in their deck and forcing them to redraw the card. Oh no, they got another Sylveon though. I'm hoping they redraw that Lily again. Come on, baby. No Charizard for one more turn. Let me get another swing in. Yes, let's go. We're swinging in hot right now. And I'm not putting the Slugma down. They don't have red card in hand, right? We didn't see that. I'm not putting the Slugma down because I want to keep making sure we can spread this. I'm not going to red card them. Because last time I did, they got the cards they needed. You know what? I'm going to red card them. Because they already have a rare candy in hand. We already know that. I'm going to red card them, bro. I'm going against everything I said. Didn't even matter. We got the Charmander. He's out of here. Even if they got rare candy now, what's their win condition? It's over. They can't attack. They can't attack. Dude, Slugma is freaking hilarious. We gotta admit, though, come on. I know they bricked, but you gotta admit, Silver, I think, made them brick. We took the Lily out of their hand, they Sylveon'd, and then drew the Lily again. You know? Like, that was some good Silver action, to be fair. It's crazy how Slugma's doing, Matt Cargo is doing more work than Dragonite EX, true. But usually Wug Trio, Matt Cargo, Duck Trio, they're all fun Pokemon to play that can get some easy, cheeky wins, to be honest. Alright, we're going first against an Oricorio, which isn't too bad. They do get energy advantage, so they're able to swing in for 50, which sucks, but we do have Giant Cape for 1. And a Professor's for 2. Alright, I'll end turn. I don't know if I wanted a Professor's. I could have used Silver, to be fair with you, because I could have gotten rid of their Professors. I mean, we're only looking for, what? A Mac Cargo? They got Pichu. Them putting Pichu down is good, because any single hit... With all the... With new players playing, like, baby Pokemon, it's good fuel for Mac Cargo. Because that essentially means one hit and they're dead. Oh, they're going Pichu. I think that's a good idea, though, to be honest. I was going to attack with Slugma, and not evolve because I wanted to get 1 damage in on Oricorio to put it at 50. But now I'm just going to evolve because there's no reason not to evolve, right? And then I'm just going to silver because I don't really need to draw any more cards at this stage. We can start punishing him a bit. Giovanni is definitely something we don't want. And I'll enter and... I guess Guzma would have been better because I'm losing 20 versus Giovanni doing just 10 extra. The difference is I could just Giant Cape back up, I guess. And then it's like I lost no damage versus Giovanni is permanent 10 damage. It's okay. If he doesn't Guzma this turn, I'll just silver and get it out of his hand next turn. Let's see. Is there Guzma action? There is no Guzma action. None. So let's go ahead. Potion. Silver. Take the Guzma out. And then Spurt Fire. We're looking good. 110 HP. They got no Giovanni, no Guzma. So they're still going to take 3 hits to kill us. And we have a Team Rocket Grunt if I need to. Their play right now is going to be putting energy on Oricorio, the one that has 20 HP. Because 1 hit on the front means they're dead. Wait a minute. Maybe they actually have a another trainer in hand. Maybe I need to actually Professor's Research. I'm scared right now. They have Sylvally in hand. We know that, right? Because they already Gladion and we took a peek at their hand. So an Iono could be funny to mix up their hand. They had Sylvally and Cyrus in hand. But I think an Iono is kind of hilarious. Never mind. 150. That's going to take us the last 2. I still think the Iono was a good play, knowing that they had that Sylvally in hand for the longest time. And if we did kill the Oricorio and not another bench Pokemon, that they have an evolution and all they need is a trainer to play. Absolutely wild this deck is. All right, let's get like another good win. All right. Let's get another good win here, and then we're going to wrap it up, I think, on the Mad Cargo deck. Yeah, I am disappointed in the Dragonite EX. I'll have to definitely come back and try Dragonite EX again. Maybe we can do it tomorrow. Because technically tomorrow is when I was going to play the Mad Cargo deck, but we played it today, so that frees up an extra spot that I can play tomorrow. So we'll probably revisit Dragonite then. Alright, we're going second against another Oricorio. All we're missing is a Mad Cargo, and this is good. But since we are going second, we don't have evolution advantage, which means we have time. Maybe I can bait the opponent into making him red card me. Right? Keep 4 cards in hand, no matter what. Maybe that's the play. Oh yeah, I guess we're forced to keep 4 cards in hand. So we'll Giant Cape. We have 4 cards total. We get to hit the Oricorio to bring it to 7 or 50, which means once we do get Mad Cargo, we can kill it in one shot. And now we hope that the opponent red cards us to give us better odds of finding Mad Cargo. Now we're hoping that they do this. No. I'm a little scared right now, I'm not gonna lie. I could hold on to the Slugma and hope that we find a Pokemon Communication. But what if they have X speed and then a Pokemon trainer, and then they just kill on my Silvally? Putting Slugma down feels like a smart play with Giant Cape. I'm predicting an X speed right now. Yeah, I'm gonna Slugma. I didn't believe in myself right there. I'm just gonna do that because I feel like they have, with Zero Aura and Oricorio, I feel like they're running Dawn, or maybe they're running Elemental Switch and X speeds. Maybe not. Dang, maybe not. They were running Dawn though, so it's definitely good we did put the Slugma. Okay. Yeah, we would have lost on that last turn. So now we have to top deck a Magcargo, and we can survive one hit from this Silvally and hit twice. Please, game. Please, game. 3 cards, Magcargo. 1, 2, let's go! Magcargo. Put it down, spurt fire out. Boom! Zero Aura is dead. And Silvally, you are next. Please don't have a trainer this turn, though. Please don't have a trainer. He's already used Dawn and Gladion. Just hit me for 5. Well, there's no reason to Professor's Research. That gets me nothing. I'd have to Poke-Center Lady and hope they don't have another. Their 2 cards in hand quite literally needs to be Silvally and, whatchamacallit, Trainer. Actually, never mind. I lied. It just has to be a Trainer now because their Silvally in the front lived. The Silvally in the front lived. They need another Trainer. Professor's Research, Dawn, anything, and they win. I'm assuming they don't have it because they're using Pokeball. Surely they wouldn't mess around and stall the game when they have a clear way to win. 1 card in hand. They don't have it, and they didn't even want to attack. They did not bother attacking. They don't care. I still need a Professor's though. I was hoping to find some like potions or something. All right, let's swing in. We'll take it. I still would have attacked if I was them, because if I somehow missed, I don't know what they were thinking, but I'll take the win, that's for sure. Have I tried Kingdra yet? We have not tried Kingdra. Surprised this Magcargo deck is doing so well. It only has 4 Pokemon. It's almost 1 o'clock. All right. So this is the Magcargo deck that we ended up running. It went 6-3, and it's basically just RNG fest, right? It's no different than like a Wug Trio deck or a Doug Trio deck, rather. So it's going to be a 16 trainer, double Slugma, double Magcargo, which means we want max survivability. Double Potion, double Giant Cape, double Pokemon Center Lady. We have double Research. Only 1 Pokeball is necessary, but a Pokemon Communication is good, so we can switch out for the Stage 1. Iono in case we brick. Red card for Hand Disruption, with double Silver to remove their trainers for even more Hand Disruption. Team Rocket Grunt to remove their energy, and Guzma to remove their Pokemon tools. A well-rounded deck, I'd say. And the beautiful thing about Magcargo, if you haven't taken a look, it says for 2 energy, 1 other Pokemon other than Magcargo, either yours on the bench or your opponent's, is chosen at random 3 times. For each Pokemon that was chosen, do 50 damage to it. So it's just 50 damage spread out 3 times for the opponent and you as well. So more times than not, you really don't want to put down another Slugma on your bench unless you know for sure you're about to die on the active spot, and there's no way you're probably going to win if you attack with Magcargo, because by doing so, you could theoretically attack your own Slugma on the bench for 150 damage and do 0 damage to the opponent, which is kind of bad. So more times than not, you really are just going to be using that one Slugma Mad Cargo to keep spitting out. But you get a lot of quick games. All the games that we played like lasted 2 minutes or something like that. So very quickly you're going to find out if you're going to win or if you're going to lose. Could be good for going on quick game win streaks and ranking up very fast. A lot of people are running those baby Pokemon as well, Pichu and Magby. And guess what? Mad Cargo can one-shot them if it gets selected for the 50 damage random. So that could just be a free +1 for you if you want to consider that. So overall, not the greatest deck, but a fun deck to play, that's for sure. Yeah, I'm surprised. Mad Cargo did way better than Dragonite Pichu. We'll come back. So we played Mad Cargo today. I'm going to upload that as a deck for sure with Crobat EX and Lugia EX plus Ho-Oh. And then we have Mad Cargo. So those are 3 decks we're going to upload. Tomorrow, I'll come back and try Dragonite EX plus Pichu. Yeah, we'll try and make that happen. So if you guys want to see what Pokemon cards we have on the list of what we're going to be playing tomorrow, we have Dragonite EX and Pichu, and we're going to retry. We have Lantern EX. Is it called Lantern EX? I don't know what it's called. We have Scissor with Skarmory we can try. Oh, we only have one Scissor, never mind. It's from the Lugia pack. I was gonna say maybe we could try base Skarmory and Scissor. So just 2 Scissors, 2 Scythers, 2 stage 1s, and try that. Deck list, I can show you the deck. Lantern. Yeah, we have 2 Lantern EXs. So I was going to try and do Lantern with Will to guarantee a heads flip. 80 damage, 3 energy. Might be a lot of energy though. So we'll have to see. And then there's this Pokemon, which is 2 energy. Flip if heads, 40 more damage. That might be kind of a beefy deck. We're running 2 stage 2s and 2 stage 1s with a rare candy. Maybe I don't play Lantern tomorrow. Either way, Beware is going to be a fun deck to try out tomorrow for like a meme deck, because for one, you need to flip twice, and if both are heads, you knock out the opponent. Doesn't matter how much HP they have. And if you're running Will, it guarantees that your first flip will be heads. So I feel like that could be a lot of good synergy. You know? At least it would guarantee the first heads. You just got to land 1 more heads after that. Other than that, I am open for more deck lists and deck ideas, because we do need to find at least... So all these decks I'm listing right now seem like they're mediocre. Okay, not going to be the greatest. I need to find a deck that's going to absolutely be insane, so we can get some good matches in tomorrow. Backsire. You're convinced Dragonite EX needs Eevee plus Sylveon EX? It's almost the same amount as Mons as the Giratina Greninja if you do so. So you think Dragonite EX plus Pichu plus Eevee Sylveon. I'll mark it down as a note. Yeah, I'll mark it down as a note for sure. At least 1 Sylveon EX, yeah. Oh wait, I'll show you the deck, I'm sorry. We can make the deck right now, we can try to. This is the Mad Cargo deck. All these decks that we played, we're going to be uploading it to YouTube as well, if you guys were curious about that. They'll all be going up on our YouTube channel over the course of next couple of days and next week as well while I'm out of town. I'm going to try and spread the videos out, so maybe like 1 video every other day or something. Shorts, clips, stuff like that as well will be posted. That's the Mad Cargo deck. They're thinking, what do we get rid of then? I want to keep the Dragonair in just for the Oricorio. Do we get rid of red card? Would we throw in just one Eevee, one Sylveon, and that's it? I could get rid of red card and throw in Eevee, but we're still missing one more spot for the Sylveon. Either Sabrina, Mars. I could get rid of Sabrina. Keep the Mars, get rid of red card. Keep Iono Guzma. Maybe we don't need Guzma though. No, Guzma is good because it can be good against the Pokemon that survive with Cape. Crobat, Guzz, Charizard. So Sabrina goes, red card goes. We'll go Eevee, which is find a friend, and then Sylveon. Alright, that's the new iteration. And what do we do? Pure water? Still? Pure water energy. Or Mars plus another supporter. Keep red card if I value the item card. Yeah, true. I figured I'd keep Mars because once they kill Pachirisu, I can Mars him and get him down even further. Alright, so that looks like that's going to be the deck list. We want to keep the Dragonair in the deck because if we do go up against an Oricorio, which we've gone up against quite a bit today, believe it or not, the Dragonair will be able to kill it. Six, 12. So we went 18 wins on the day with 11 losses. Not bad. Yeah, we got to find Pichu in the starting hand for sure. All right. I think we're good to go. Poison. What about the new safety scarf in case they kill Dragonite pre-evolution? The deck's too thick. I don't know if we'll be able to fit it. We'll be experimenting, don't worry. We'll be experimenting tomorrow with the Dragonite. Try and find something that works. But for now, chat, I thank you guys for hanging out and being here. Much love, much appreciated. I got 3 videos to work on. We're going to be working on that Crobat, Lugia, and Magcargo deck. If you guys do want to see the Umbreon video that just went live, I say just went live, but it went live a couple of hours ago. I'll post a link in the chats for you guys. And I think either tomorrow we'll upload the Donphan video, or I'm going to try and just spread it out and do Donphan on Saturday. So we have some videos to go live throughout the entire week. Because I'm going to be out of town the next week. No Pokemon. I won't have much time to play ranked mode or anything. I'm going to be coming back around like the 12th or the 13th. And the season ends on the 25th. So we're going to try and just get Masters rank. And then I'm just going to stop. I'm not going to really grind out too much, to be fair. So I want to make sure we have some videos to go live for the next week. Tomorrow will be the last day we play Pokemon before I leave on my little road trip. So I'll see you guys again tomorrow around 8 a.m. Tomorrow will be the final day, Friday. We'll do a short little stream. It's not going to be too long because Fridays are shorter days where I also run errands and stuff. But we'll try and at least, I think we'll have enough time to play at least 3 different decks tomorrow, okay? 3 different decks. We should be able to play Beware tomorrow, Ryan. 100% I'm looking forward to Beware more than I'm looking forward to Dragonite. So, a guaranteed we'll play Dragonite and Beware tomorrow, and then we'll find out what other Pokemon we want to try and think about then. So yeah, 1,000,000%. Anyways, chat, you guys take care of yourselves. Much love. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for being here. Enjoy the weekend if I don't see you guys again tomorrow for Friday. But I will be back on tomorrow around 8 a.m. EST. Be on the lookout for the YouTube channel for uploads and all that good stuff. And I will catch you guys then. Good luck on pack opening. I know I need it tomorrow, so we can find a scissor. You know what? Maybe I'll open up a pack right now. Let's do one final pack. It would be nice to get a scissor just so I can run that tomorrow with double X speed. Skarmory. Scizor is on the Lugia pack, right? I'm not bugging out and thinking it's on Ho-Oh. We'll see. We'll see tomorrow. Scizor. Yeah, it is on Lugia. And we need one more copy. I wish we could trade it. Alright. We'll try for it tomorrow. Much love. Take care, guys.